Hello, 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 hello. How's everyone doing? Did everyone watch the E3? I don't know, for some reason I was like, let me grab the mic. And really, you know? Hello, hello. How's it going? That's totally fine. Understandable. Yeah. We got Breath of the Wild. Well, I've been really bad about watching E3, honestly. I have not been watching at all. Haven't been paying attention. I hear about the games when they're coming out. Usually, if they're good, then I hear about them. I only find out about the highest of qualities, you know. No, I just haven't. It's just not been on my mind. I've got lots of other things on my brain right now. But E3, Nintendo, like Nintendo Direct, it's quite important. So we're probably gonna go over some stuff. There's a lot I don't know. Let me tell you. I record my reactions, and I might try and real quick like pop that into a little YouTube video or something I can put out tonight. But literally most of it is me being like, I don't know shit. Because I feel like just in general I have such a noob like history of the games, you know, like when I was little I just played what we had. I didn't really go out of my way to play any other games, and we only had some consoles kind of thing, so. And I also don't, there's just a lot of games I don't play. Hello, Conch. How about no? How about Leno? We're gonna instantly get rid of that shit. That's not how I do that. Ha ha! You know what's coming now. No warnings when you come in and just like, show me your ass. Like, no. No, you don't need a warning for a ban. Then I don't want to smack your hand for that. It seems like that should be a pretty like a thing that should be like, you know, you're gonna get banned. So just anyways, yeah. I don't know enough about, like, I never played a Fire Emblem, but didn't they just why would me not knowing, like, the newest Fire Emblem game came out what, like 4 years ago? How often do they usually put out Fire Emblem games? Were people expecting an announcement? One thing that I do wish, I feel like they've kind of like just like not been paying much attention to Animal Crossing. I feel like a lot of the hype around it has died because, I say hype, but amongst the people who really like Animal Crossing, just because it's been a whole year since. Need those OOTD points. Oh yeah. How many points does that get? How many points? I don't know how to. Where is that? 500. But what was I saying? Interrupted my mind track. Oh yeah, Animal Crossing. They haven't done anything new, and it's been out for a whole entire year. Okay, there we go. I have my new Lululemon top, so for my birthday, Mateo's got me a little matching set of a top and a bottom from Lululemon. I don't really care if it was Lululemon or not. I just had wanted like a matching like workout set that's like a good quality, because I get all of my workout clothes from the thrift store, so nothing matches. And then so it's this little tank top thing, and I love it. And so I've been wearing it like every other day, so don't come for me. I don't really sweat very much, so. Also, mind your business. So I put on a little overalls. It's been hot lately. It's been hot outside. Down in Georgia. Devil lives down here, right? It heats up real easy. Humidity. But anyways, and also I've been working out, going rock climbing again. Actually, that looks impressive. What the fuck? Why do I look so strong? Hello? I swear, even just like from like 2 weeks ago. Whoa. Got my little overalls. I have it half down because when it's all the way up, then it covers up my cute tank top. So this is also a little more fashion, not fascist. Not about fascism here. Fashion? Yeah. Yeah. We're here for fashion, not fascism. Hello, Oddlog. Did 3 years ago. It's usually 4 or 5 years for a Fire Emblem. Oh, wow, really? I didn't realize. They did Echoes, which was a remake of an old game. We haven't had an English release of Thracia. 776, I'm hoping for an Echo. Yeah, I guess it's right that like they because they have so many like remakes and remasters, they really can put out stuff a little bit like in between the like the new titles. They can put out little remasters and stuff. So, but yeah, that was the OTD outfit of the day. But yeah, so I want to. So I know the Metroid Prime was big deal news, you know? But because I haven't ever played a Metroid game, ever. So, like, I don't really know. I know it's, like, the first game in what my brother told me. How many years? In 19 years. First mainline Metroid game in 19 years, according to my brother. So, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time waiting, you know? Yeah, it looks fun. It looks great. I might end up playing it, but I don't know. But I do like the outfit, the Metro, her new, like, was it blue? Like, it was like a bluey and gold or yellow, something like that. But it looked cool. Yeah. And I mean, like, side scrollers. I'm all right at side scrollers. I don't know how difficult Metroid Prime is supposed to be, or it has been historically. So yeah. And then I've always wanted to play the Monkey Ball games. Because I've heard lots of fun things about them, and I like monkeys. When I was little, in middle school, for like, well, end of elementary school going into middle school, I was known as the monkey girl because I wore clothes with monkeys on it all the time, and I had lots of accessories with monkeys on them. I just really liked the look of a cartoon monkey, or just real monkeys. I really liked spider monkeys. I think it's because when I went to Brazil in 5th grade, and in Brazil, like, there's just monkeys around, like like squirrels, you know, like, at least where we were. Not everywhere in Brazil, obviously, but I don't know if we were in Recife or Rio. I think we were in Recife. But yeah, and I would just like go to the backyard of my mom's cousin where we were staying and just feed the monkeys. Just hand them some bananas, and they're like cool, and they take their little hands. They're like spider monkeys. They're not big monkeys. They're like tiny little spider monkeys, and they just be like, all right, thanks, and they grab them with their hands. Very cute. And so because I had that experience with monkeys, I really liked monkeys. And then also it helped that Limited 2, which was like the place to shop when I was young, and like Claire's and all that kind of stuff, they had a lot of monkey merch. So I was very into monkeys. So I'm surprised I never got a chance to play Monkey Ball. I do think there was a Monkey Ball on Nintendo DS, and that would have been more like, I feel like the DS was the first time I had something that was my own, that was like, I played my own games on it that weren't like the games that my brother showed me. So but I didn't buy that many new games for it. I just played Animal Crossing all the time. And also I took a lot of pictures because I had the one with the DS. What is the name of that DS? I can't remember now. But either way, took pictures on my DS. I have some pictures of, because when we were little, well, not little, I think I was like in 8th grade or something, we went to Japan, and I have pictures of Japan on my DS. You're hyped for Worms. I don't know what the fuck that game was. Are you serious? Have you actually played the game Worms? Is this like is this like a new thing, like, or are you just saying that to say that? Ah! I'm gonna try to open this. Oh, it was on the N64. Turn-based when you played. Okay. Yeah, the new one looked like almost like an arena like side-scrolly thing, almost like a Smash Bros, but like on crack. Because it looked like there were just like lots of worms there. And then what else? There was WarioWare, which looked fun. I've never played a WarioWare game, but hello. What's the one game everyone was playing? What do you mean? What was the one game everyone was? Like Ninja Warrior Course with silly characters? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Good name, but it was so popular. Back in the day, on what console? But the Monster Hunter little game, oh, they're actually showing a little bit of it now on the Nintendo Treehouse. 2 months ago? Okay, I don't know what oh, you're talking about Fall Guys. I thought it was like an actual Ninja Warrior thing. I understand what you mean. That was not 2 months ago. That was like a year ago, but that's fine. Time is fake. But the cute little Monster Hunter, it's like, looks like Breath of the Wild Monster Hunter, essentially. Like an open world, but the characters are very like cutely drawn. And they made the environment pretty. And the way that like the shading is on the characters looks very similar to like a Breath of the Wild. So I enjoyed playing Monster Hunter for the week that I played it. I played it like every day for a week and really enjoyed it. And then I just stopped because that's how I live my life. But yeah. But I'm trying to think of other things. The Fatal Frame, which I know I'm pretty sure it was a remake or like a remaster or something. That looked like a fun game. I've heard the like of the game Fatal Frame before, but I've never played it. But I like, especially around spooky season, I like playing spooky games, and so maybe I'll check out Fatal Frame during spooky season. And then what else? I'm trying to think. I'm sure there's a list somewhere. And we're gonna rewatch the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer together. By the way, you need to look over that one again, you know? Let's see. Nintendo Direct announcement list. Let's see here. February. There we go. Oh, the Rabbids. Also, this Life is Strange. The way they did the Life is Strange thing was strange. Because when they were first introducing it, it was like in like a cartoon-ish, more cartoony drawn like aesthetic, but that was just to introduce the other game. You didn't like Breath of the Wild? Whoa, why? I love Breath of the Wild. I haven't finished it. So what happened with Breath of the Wild was when the Nintendo Switch came out, and it came out with like Breath of the Wild and all that, I did not want to buy my Switch because I was waiting to buy a Switch when they came out with the Animal Crossing Switch. I was like, I will hold out until they release an Animal Crossing edition of the Switch. So I did. I had to wait, what, like 4 years? Or I don't even know how many years it was, but I waited a while. But the payoff was sweet. And I have my beautiful Animal Crossing Switch. But thankfully Mateo's had a Switch. But either way, when Breath of the Wild came out, I didn't have a Switch. And I didn't have Breath of the Wild. Wait. Are you saying I'm a liar? Didn't I? Isn't this how this went? Or am I recalling things wrong? You gave me that Switch, I thought. You gave me your Switch to buy the other one. No, 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 no. I gave you my Animal Crossing game. I didn't give you my Switch. You had the Switch to play Smash Bros. Am I wrong? Am I misremembering? But I know I gave you my Animal Crossing game. Our memory is too bad, yeah. I know that for a fact. I did when Animal Crossing came out, I had pre-ordered the Animal Crossing game too, because the Animal Crossing Switch came out a week before Animal Crossing came out. So I had pre-ordered the physical copy of Animal Crossing, but then to get the physical copy, you need to get there in the morning when it's available online at midnight. So I was like, hey, Mateus, let me come with you up with a proposition. Because I'm going to want to play Animal Crossing with you. So I will give you my copy, my physical copy, and then I will buy myself the digital copy at midnight so I can play as soon as it comes out. And so we did that. I remember that, but I don't quite remember the Switch thing. Did you give me a Switch? Oh, shit! Okay, hold on. My memory is wrong. You gave me the first Switch for Christmas with Mario Odyssey. And I was like, what the fuck? Why didn't you get Breath of the Wild? Or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I still wasn't right when the Nintendo Switch came out. But anyways, when it came out, when Breath of the Wild was released, I did not have my Switch, and I did not have Breath of the Wild, is what I'm saying. And so, I went to a friend's house who had it, Japu in chat, who I don't think is here, but he's a mod. And he was like, yo, Spiegel, how are you? So when Breath of the Wild came out, I went to my friend's house. I went to Ja's house. And I was like, will you let me play your Breath of the Wild? And he's like, yeah, sure. Just don't let me see any cutscenes because I'm playing it too. So I made a separate save file. And so he was just like, just don't let me see any spoiler story things. And so I was like, dope. And so I played Breath of the Wild. I think I stayed the night and I played for like 2 days straight, like all day. And I got a decent bit through. I beat like 2 or 3 of the bosses of like the when you're first starting off, like the zones. So I played quite a bit. No, actually I didn't want to see any cutscenes. That's what it was. You guys, my memory is bad. Whenever there were any cutscenes for Breath of the Wild, I left because I only wanted to play it. And I didn't want any story spoilers until I played my own version. So I could still be surprised. I'm not talking shit about mods. I'm talking about this is what happened when I was... My mod, well, the other mod, Japu, he is the one who I played his Breath of the Wild when it came out. I went to his house and I slept over. And I played for like 2-3 days straight. And I just walked away during all cutscenes because I didn't want the story spoiled for me until I played it on my own whenever I got my own Switch. And then this is what happened. Then Mateus that Christmas gave me a Switch, and then he gave me Mario Odyssey instead of Breath of the Wild, and I was like, thank you. But I'm gonna go buy Breath of the Wild, and then I'm not gonna play Mario Odyssey for like 4 years, so... Where you realize you're fairly delayed. And yeah, so then I played a little bit of Breath of the Wild on stream, and then I just like didn't finish or something. I don't know why we never finished it. I think there was a reason you picked Mario instead. I feel like you had told me you were like, I was in between the two, and you were like, but you had already, I think you were saying because I had already played Breath of the Wild at Christian's house or something is the reason why you didn't get Breath of the Wild. You had some weird reasoning. And I was like, no. There was a mad delay on your end. Oh no. You're not sure if you like Odyssey or not? I liked it, but I mean, I also I haven't played very many of the other Mario games. The only other Mario game I played is Mario 64, and it is very reminiscent of that. Hence why they even had the like Mario 64 bit at the end there, at the end of the game. But feels bland a lot of the time. Oh, okay. I thought it was fun. I don't really know what would spice it up. It's not like, you know, it's fun, but doesn't. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I haven't played the like high tier ones that everyone talks about. Everyone says Sunshine and Galaxy are like the top tier Mario games. So I haven't played like what everyone says are the best ones. Sunshine is horrible. Wait, I've heard the complete opposite. I've heard from multiple people that Sunshine is their favorite Mario game. Oh yeah, I also I don't play Smash, but like I feel like everyone was thinking it was gonna be Crash Bandicoot. That's what I heard from multiple people. They were like, it's gonna be Crash Bandicoot, and it wasn't. It was the random Tekken guy. Finishing it tonight. Odyssey? Wait, the Odyssey is your favorite main Mario game, and you've played and beaten all of them. Okay, Eric. Hello, hello. Sunshine's your second favorite after Odyssey, but it's very mixed. Some love it, others hate it. Oh, you're finishing Sunshine tonight. Okay. That's crazy. I didn't know it was a mixed bag. I just thought it was a universal love. Do people who like Sunshine usually not like Galaxy? Is it like one of those things where usually people prefer one or the other? Tried to play Sunshine a lot a while back, but just kept falling off because you dislike it so much. What's so different about it? Like, I thought a lot of the Mario games were very similarly structured, I suppose. So you decided to stream it because you figured it would be fun to interact with chat and stuff while playing. Okay, and that's made it enjoyable. Feels very un-Nintendo. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't know. This always happens whenever my hair is like in the middle of growing out, like from like kind of bangs. This one hair, when I part it, I mean, granted, my hair naturally is like, it's very weird because I have a widow's peak, so my hair doesn't know what to do there, but anyways. Ugh. There's some ultra obscure things that they do not signpost at all, and there's almost no way to know about them without a guide or just spraying water across every single pixel. Oh, interesting. Then their secret levels are usually long and pretty hard with 0 checkpoints. That does sound not pleasant. I do want to get around to playing them. I don't know when. I need when I get the rest of my life figured out, I'll be streaming more regularly. I did apply for a job, and I'm hoping possibly I get it. I feel qualified for the position, but I don't know what my competition is like or anything like that. It's for Chucklefish, people who produced or published Stardew Valley. So no, I haven't. I don't think that I don't know how soon that they will reply. Because I only applied this weekend. I would assume because they like put out on Twitter, like I feel like 2 weeks ago, about the jobs availability, like the jobs they had available. So I would assume it would take at least like a month or something, right? Like, am I wrong? I don't know how, like, the turnaround, especially when it's like that much. I feel like there's just a lot of people probably applying for the job. So Yeah, I don't think that they'll be getting back to me anytime soon, but they did say that they will let people know whether they didn't get it, or like, you know, they won't just leave people hanging, which is really nice, because that always super sucks when jobs just kind of like they're saying they're not accepting you is just them not ever replying. So probably a lot of interest, but maybe not a lot of qualifiers. That's what I'm thinking. I feel like a lot of people would maybe apply, but not a lot of people have the experience necessary, because like I feel like I rarely see a job listing that is like says the amount of experience that I actually have. Like I've definitely applied for things where it's like you need 5+ years experience, and I'm like, I have maybe 1 year experience, and then it's still fine. But they literally were like, because I know that with the experience thing, they usually put like ideals. They don't necessarily, it's not necessary, even though it says like requirements on it. There said like 3 to 4 years video game experience, video game industry experience, and I was like, wait, I have 3 years experience in the video game industry. So I was like, and if you count streaming, which isn't really, it's a little bit more. Even though this is video game industry. Last in actor, oh no. But when I was even looking through the people who were replying to the tweet, it seemed like a lot of people who were just like maybe fresh out of college, or people who maybe haven't had experience in the game industry, you know? So hopefully, oh, you never hear back about jobs. Oh no. But I'm hoping I at least get like one, I at least get an interview. At least, I don't know. I just feel like interviews is where I usually shine a little bit more. I'm usually pretty good at interviews. Every job I've interviewed for, I have gotten, so. Except I don't know about the one job that I don't know if I got was Georgia I once applied for the Georgia Aquarium and went to an interview with that, and they did call me and left me a voicemail, but by then I had already accepted another job, so I just never replied. But they didn't tell me whether or not I got the job but usually they don't call you to say, like, do you think they would leave a voicemail being like, call us back if I hadn't gotten the job? Like, they just wanted to tell me straight up, like, with my reply that I didn't get the job. I feel like if they were really, like, wanting to tell me I didn't get it, then they would just email me, you know? Otherwise, I feel like I got it if they were calling me about it, you know? Schrodinger's job offer, exactly. So I'm just assuming that I got the job, but I just never called them back. But I really don't think someone would call you to tell you didn't get the job. So, but I straight up did not want, in the interview process, they were like, okay, pretend that you're like talking with children and you're teaching them blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, hell no. Like little kids. I mean, like if it was like teenagers maybe, but I don't know. Those people work with fish. They crazy. I was just gonna be like I was applying for just like to be someone who like stands in a certain spot in the aquarium and like kind of repeating the same shit over and over again. But either way, in my brain, I got that job. And because I was like, oh yeah, I'm working on a science degree in environmental science and da-da-da-da. And it was a whole thing, and I'm pretty sure I was really impressive. It was the first ever group interview I had done. I'd never done an interview with like 3 or 4 other people. It was very weird. Especially because they like ask the same question, and then they just kind of go down the line, and you have to like, sometimes they like switch up who goes first, and it's like, and then sometimes you don't have anything good. Like someone replied before you, and you're like, shit, their answer is so good. I don't have anything that good, you know? So, but then it's also a lot of pressure to be the first one, because then you're like, compare yourself to the rest of everyone's replies. It sucks. Look at these fish. Aren't they neat? Wouldn't you Look at these fish. Aren't they neat? Wouldn't you say my collection's complete? That's what I would do. 100%. But anyways, I hope I get an interview, is what I'm saying. Yeah. And maybe I always, because their offices are in England or in London. So I've been like, if I get the job, I mean, the job isn't in London. It can be a remote job, which is why I'm applying. I just have to work on London hours. But it's a game studio, so they did say that they're like, they start at like 10 in the morning and finish at 6. And that's like an hour lunch, so that's, you know, great. And they said that, like, give or take a couple hours, which is exactly how it was at Hi-Rez, where, like, if you came in, even though, like, people, they expected you to get in somewhere between, like, maybe 9 and 10, but it wasn't a huge deal if you got in at, like, 11, or if you, like, worked, a lot, like, the night before, you maybe worked a little bit overtime, not overtime, but you just, like, worked a little, like, later, then it was fine if you came in at, like, noon. So, but that would all be very early for me. So, like, me getting in to work at, like, 11, in England time is me getting to work at, like, 7 a.m. So, but remote would be great for that, because then I could just be, like, roll out of bed and be like, hey. But if I really enjoyed the job after working there for, like, a year or two, then it's possible that I would just be like, and it would paid well enough. Then I'd be like, maybe move to London for a couple of years, you know? Just to have some fun life experience before we have kids or anything. In like 3 years. 5. Why did I say 3? 5 years. 5 years minimum. But that's a possibility if I get the job. I keep having this, like, keep saying these things as if I'm gonna get it, but also maybe I'm just manifesting it. But I do need to work on some pixel art, because that was one of the things that I don't remember if that was a requirement or if that was just like we would like to see experience with pixel art. So I want to just practice to do, at least so I could have, like, know some basics about pixel art, because I have always really loved pixel art and have been interested in it, but I don't know how to do it. So I have friends who are very knowledgeable about pixel art, so I've been talking to them about it a little bit. They gave me some resources. I'm going to do a little bit of research. I don't think you could work at an aquarium without either just staring at the fish all the time or singing random Disney songs to people. I don't know why I know why I wanted to work at the aquarium, because it was like $15 an hour or something. It was pretty good money for a college kid, but I was also gonna have to drive into Atlanta every day, and that's like a bitch. Atlanta traffic is, like, I'm pretty sure one of the worst traffic, like, in the United States, at least top 10, you know? So it wasn't worth it. So that's why I was like, yeah, no, not gonna, I don't care, I don't want this job, because, like, it's really hard for me to be like, hey, I'm going to drive an hour and a half to and from work every day, and that's not, to me, that wasn't worth. I don't even think it was $15. I think it was like $13 an hour or something, and it was just more than I had been able to get usually as a college student, but it wasn't worth the drive. Which same thing happened when I thought about applying to, like, Cartoon Network, like Adult Swim or something, but same deal there. And as applying as, like, an entry level, like, especially an intern for like Cartoon Network or any of the whole Turner Broadcasting in Atlanta, they pay their interns minimum wage. So I was like, that would literally just pay for my gas and maybe, like, a meal. Like, I would be getting like chump change for driving that much into Atlanta every day. I was like, hell fucking not. Like, I know it looks good on your resume to have, like, Turner Broadcasting, and I'm sure it'd be a fun job, but no. Not happening. But anyways, just went to the Atlanta Aquarium in December. Oh, it's supposed to be like, I feel like not me. I'm ruined for aquariums, because Atlanta, like, the Georgia Aquarium is, like, the biggest aquarium in the United States or something, or has the most like species. I don't know. There's something super impressive about it, and I've been like 6 times or something, because it was always where they take us for school, and then also whenever people come in from out of town, they want to go there, and so I've gone a few times, and so now when I go to other aquariums, I'm like, but I'm used to the best one apparently, so sucks. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to E3. You were saying about Sunshine, which is not about E3, but I was getting we're scooching our way over. That you're at 84 shines and 184 blue coins, so plus 18 shines, which puts you at 10. I don't know how this works. 102 shines. You have the last level to clear out, 1 level to go back and get the rest of the blue coins. Then okay. For 100%. Oh, okay. You're gonna get it done tonight. You can finally go back to Galaxy Flash 2 and really play Odyssey on your own. Nice. Yeah, I don't. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you? I'm not gonna say your name, but good afternoon. It was really nice. If you're ever down here. Wait, the Audubon Enola is really good. Oh, okay. I played a lot of Super Mario 64. I don't think I ever fully went through the whole game, but I played it a lot when I was little. I would just like play random levels, and I definitely watched my brother, or maybe I don't know. I've definitely played every part of that game at some point in my life. I just don't think it was like at a consistent like one playthrough kind of thing. The zoo as well. Okay. I do want to go to New Orleans, but Super Mario 64 has 15 levels. Each has 6 stars and a bonus 100 coin star plus some random secret stairs in the castle. Okay. That's what you mean. The shines are like the stars, and then the blue coins are obviously the coin stars. But yeah, also, has anyone ever played? Is there another Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy game, by the way? Because they mentioned the Guardians of the Galaxy game on Switch coming out later this year, and they were like, this is the cloud version. I was like, is there a ground version? Like, I don't know. Is there like another version of it that I just haven't heard about? Is it supposed to be good? I don't. Probably will never play, but you know. And random hidden ones in the overworld. Okay. Worms Rumble, Astria Ascending, 2 Point Campus. I don't know what these are. Except for worms, apparently. Apparently people know what worms are. I don't know. I just also don't. I don't know. Okay, is Life is Strange True Colors a fully new Life is Strange game? Because I know that they came out with a Life is Strange 2 that's like not okay, is a new one. Okay. Because they came out with Life is Strange 2, and then there was also a Life is Strange like side story one but I don't think, because I think Life is Strange 2 about Chloe and Rachel, or was that the prequel? Oh, okay. For some reason I thought Life is Strange 2 was another separate game. Okay. I thought there was a prequel and a 2, because the fact that they call the prequel 2 is confusing, even though I know it's like kind of a prequel, but still. The one with the boy. Okay, that's what it was. I was like, I know there was another one, but that one is free, I think. Okay, so the True Colors is a fully new one. And it's gonna come out exclusive. I guess they didn't mention if it's exclusive to the Switch for right now, but But I'm excited. I just thought it was so confusing how they started off with that like weird cartoon thing. That was just very much not the style of any of them, because it wasn't until like they had the train, and then as soon as they showed like the shoes or something, I was like, this is Life is Strange? Is this what this is? It's just a completely different art style. I really want to play the Super Monkey Ball, like I was saying before. Super Monkey Ball, heard good things, and it seems like a kind of game I would like. And so it has like all of them, right? It has like all of the monkey balls in there. And then there's Mario Party Superstars, which I assume is just another. It's just like a mix of like all the Mario Party. I feel like they're not good at like describing things a lot of the time. Because there's already a Mario Party for the Switch, isn't there, or not? The prequel with Chloe and Rachel was Life is Strange Before the Storm. Oh, okay. Life is Strange 2 is a different game with different characters. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't think it's a whole thing. That was confusing. It's confusing. I don't like that they call them all Life is Strange. But I mean, is there any like thread connecting the other ones? It's just very confusing when they just name it all Life is Strange when you know? You only watch Life is Strange and never played them? Yeah! And that's how it was for me. Because before, I think I did it before I started streaming. I watched like 2 or 3 different people on YouTube play Life is Strange because I wanted to see like the different outcomes. So yeah, I only watched the first Life is Strange. I never played it myself, but so because of that, I just like never played the other ones, even though I want to, because I liked watching the first one. But yeah. You don't know if there's a connecting thread. You haven't actually played them yourself. You've watched some streamers playing them, but mostly random bits, not all the way through. Right. Yeah, I guess like I just feel like they could do better with the naming thing, just because it's very confusing, the fact that they are literally all called Life is Strange. They could just do like Life is something else, you know? Like then it's still like very much like associated with the Life is Strange, but it could be like, depending on the character, it could be Life is quaint, or Life is, you know, like Life is funky, you know? I don't know, but just make it less confusing with the naming, please. Like, it's already bad enough, like, you know, with like with Final Fantasy has like Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then they have like other Final Fantasy that's like the Life is lit, hell yeah. But Persona 5, dancing all night, Life is funky. Also, they had the Shin Megami Tensei or whatever. Well, let's see, where is that? How do I say it? Shin Megami Tensei. And literally I was watching it and I was like, as soon as it started, I was like, oh, this is Persona, this is Persona. And then they were like, Shin Megami Tensei. And I was like, oh, wait, hold on. What is this? This is like a knockoff of Persona. This is exactly Persona. Like literally, and then they showed like literally some of the exact same enemies. And I was like, hold up here. And then we looked it up and we were like, oh, Persona is like a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. So I learned things. I did not know that. I don't know exactly how it's connected, but it's crazy that there are that many. There are 5 Shin... Well, I guess I don't know if there are more than 5, because I think that this one that they're releasing is like a remaster, I think. But the crossover we didn't know we needed, exactly. Yeah, when you were a kid, you thought that Final Fantasy Tactics was just like a training game to teach you how to play Final Fantasy. I didn't know the difference between so many of them. Like, I thought for a long time that they all were connected. Like, literally all of them were like one long story. And you had to play the first ones to understand the other ones. Especially because my experience with them was Final Fantasy X and then 10-2 and then 12 came out. And I was like, wait, so 10-2 is not 12. It was confusing. Because I used to call it X2. When I was young, I was like, it's Final Fantasy X2. I didn't call it 10-2 because it has an X. You mocked it because you were like, lol, I don't need it. And then turns out Final Fantasy Tactics is better than all the mainline numbered. Oh, really? I don't know anything about Final Fantasy Tactics. Literally, nutchin. I know Final Fantasy 10 and 2. Now I know Final Fantasy 7. But only Final Fantasy 7 remake, whatever they called it. I'm still so upset that I can't play the extension, DLC, whatever the fuck they want. Someone let me borrow their PS5. Is it a whole... Do you have to play the game all over again? How does it work with the new... With, like, Yuffie and stuff? Like, how does it... Someone just tell me, like, what's all that about? Is it like a Persona 5 Royale thing? Where you just like, it's the same exact game, but you have to buy it all over again? But just like slightly different. Add some stuff in there. Only main Final Fantasy game you played is the original. Whoa. Yeah, I don't think... I haven't played any of the older ones. None of them. You only knew it was Mega Man X, but also confused why they skipped from Mega Man 7 to 10. A few years later, Mega Man X2 or 10-2 came out, and you learned that it was its own series. What? So Mega Man X is Mega Man X, it's not Mega Man 10. Final Fantasy ruined you. Your Final Fantasy 2 on your phone? I didn't even think that. I guess that makes sense. So Yuffie game is effectively a side story DLC, but like a full-length game. Whoa, really? So, but it's still just like an add-on to the original? Like, whoa. Why do they do this to me? I want to play it. I want to be able to play it before... I guess before... Final Fantasy, the next iteration of Final Fantasy 7 comes out, because that's definitely going to be on probably PS5 exclusive. So hopefully by the time they announce that date, then I can just make sure to get a PS5 before then get the DLC. Do I need the But then my save file, if I just have the same account, then it'll know that I've already played it. Right? I don't know. Do you need the original game to do the DLC? Why do they make things so confusing? There's Mega Man 1-11. And then there's Mega Man X through X7. Mega Man 0, 1 through 3. Oh, there's Mega Man 1 through 11. Okay. Then Mega Man ZX, or maybe ZX2. Why? Hey, why can't they be like, okay, Mega Man, Mega Woman, Mega Mom, Mega Dad? They could just change the kind of human the Mega is. Mega Alien, Mega... Is it just so confusing to always be like, oh yeah, X this, Z, X, Y, Z are different robots? Then there's even a better reason to name it something else. They could just say called Mega X. Look the same. Evil Twin. Evil Twin? The Evil Twin? I guess it's not even evil, they're just different robots. It's just like the same manufacturer of the robot. Some dumb shit. Why they do this? Why? It's Proto Man. Okay, but Proto sounds so positive. You know, Proto. Pro. Good. Whatever. This is crazy. Absolutely nuts. But anyways, there's the Metroid Dread, which... Alright, is anyone here really excited for that? Because I don't know shit! Nice. Yeah, I haven't played a single Metroid game. I know nothing about it. I just know that Samus is Metroid. That's all I know. And I know that it's been a long time. But I don't... Because also my brother said it's been a long time since they've had a main title. Mainline Metroid game. So I guess they've come out possibly with weird little side tangential games. Metroid X. Metroid ZX. X1. 2. Well, we had the Prime series, which is different. Okay, because that's I've always only heard Metroid, I feel like, in terms of Metroid Prime 1 through 2. Working your way through the Metroid series, but so far you've only played the original Metroid 2 and Super Metroid, so it'll be a while till you get up to Metroid Dread. Okay. Metroid Dread is on October 8th. Got a few months. Crazy. The new Just Dance, but we get a new Just Dance game every year, so. Metroid, Metroid 2, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, then Metroid Droid. Oh, really? That's all there is? I guess, yeah, if it's been so long since the last one, then. And there's side series of Metroid Prime, Prime 2, Prime 3. But how come those don't... Why are those kind of side series? Oh, no, because just the Prime series is the side series. Going through all of them in release order, including the Prime games. Okay. Crazy. And then there are remakes of both Metroid called Zero Mission and then Metroid 2 called Samus Returns. Damn. I feel like it's just so much easier to call it remake. Metroid remake. Metroid 2 remake. Just so people, it's just real clear for the user to be like looking at them and being like, yes, this is the remake, you know? Also, Metroid Prime Hunters, Metroid Pinball. Okay, does that count? Does that count? It's just like a skin for a pinball game, right? Or is it something else? Other M. Is that Evil Metroid? Other M. Metroid's evil twin. Other M. We have Cruisin' Blast, which is looked like a really fun racing game, honestly. There was a giant donut, I think. You could ride maybe a unicorn. It was very interesting. Of Ninja Gaiden fame. Oh, okay. Don't know what that is. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot plus a new Power Awakened Switch version. I don't play any Dragon Ball Z games, so I don't even know if this is a remake or anything. Dead or Alive. Oh, okay. I've heard of Dead or Alive. Never played it. Heard of it. Those are silly games. Crazy Death. I don't really... I feel like I've heard something, but I couldn't tell you anything more about what the something is. Positive, negative? Don't know. We have Mario Golf Super Rush, which I thought there was already... Am I wrong that there was already a Mario Golf for the Switch? But maybe it was just because they showed some of it in the last Direct? The beach volleyball! Oh, yes! Okay! I know about that! I've heard about the beach volleyball! Oh my gosh. So silly. We had the Monster Hunter Stories 2, which I've never heard of Monster Stories 1, but Monster Stories 2 look cute as fuck. Dead or Alive is a fighting game, infamous for the jiggle physics. That's what it is. Infamous for its beach volleyball spin-offs. Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, I have definitely heard that title, and I'm pretty sure I've heard it in reference to the volleyball games, yes. Neo, the Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors, Neo 2, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 are all Team Ninja games. That's quite the mix of games there. Honestly. The WarioWare looks so cute. I love, if I have it, we can do more co-op games. So fun. WarioWare looks, I've never played the original WarioWare. I think there's only one, is there only one original WarioWare game, or are there a couple? But either way, cute. Talked about Shin Megami Tensei. There's the Danganronpa Decadence, which says, I don't know what exactly that was, if it was like a combo of a few Danganronpa games, because there was also Danganronpa S, Ultimate Summer Camp, which I think one of those was like a little like board game or something. Very weird. A lot, right? Danganronpa, we tried to play that once. It was just a lot. It was just very dramatic. It seemed... It was just a lot. There are 8 WarioWare games? 8-ish. Didn't know. Once again. I don't know anything. That's why it's very nice to have y'all here. Keep me informed. Fatal Frame. I think that would be really fun. I think that I would like to play that during spooky times of the year. Never played a Doom game, but Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1. Part 1, which, you know. Then they have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Switch version, which I only ever played any... I don't know if it was Tony Hawk, but I definitely played some sport, like either skateboarding and or like snowboarding games at my cousin's house. But it was and also my neighbor's house, so I feel like it was probably Pro Skater, but like it wasn't to an extensive amount. It was just like on a few occasions. 2 for Game Boy Advance, 3 DS, 1 Wii, 1 Wii U, and 1 3DS. Nice. Maybe I should get one for the DS. I love my DS. Strange Brigade. Don't know what that is. But it's in black. It's in bold on this list, and the only ones in bold are like seem to be the important games. So apparently, strange. I just thought that was such a dumb name. What type of brigade? The Strange Brigade. And I'm like, also it's not very easy to stay. It's getting me tongue tied. Strange Brigade. Not very roll off the tongue, you know. 180 for the N64. Was so, or 1080 for the N64 was so good, that would be one hell of a reboot. What? 1080 what? Tony Hawk? I think we might have had Tony Hawk Pro Skater. There was a Tony Hawk game on the N64, right? Snowboarding. Oh, okay. There was something it might have been that. We had a game on the N64 that was like some kind of sports game, but it wasn't like a soccer or a football or anything like that. I think it was either the snowboarding or skateboarding, but I never really played. The Mario Rabbids. I have never played Rabbids game. They look weird. I don't like to look at them, so wish they'd bring back a proper fun wave race. Oh, that was like jet skis? Spent way more time than is reasonable on that on your N64. Yeah, okay. I feel like these are all games that I have played on occasion, but did not have myself. Like I played at my cousin's house or something. Love that game, or my neighbors. Both. Yeah, either way. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Ugh, these names, y'all. Advance Wars is I never played one before, but this is 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. As one of my friends put it looked like Fire Emblem without the girls or the boys. No cute girls. I guess there were cute girls, but it's not the same. There's no story. You know? Didn't seem like there really was one. Non-waifu Fire Emblem, right? So then why would you play? Crazy. That had Hyrule. They kept faking us out. They were like, oh, we have one more thing to end off the entire direct today. And then they're like, show the Breath of the Wild thing, but then it's very obvious it wasn't like Breath of the Wild. And then they were like, Hyrule Warriors! And you're like, oh, of course. And there's just an expansion pack, which seemed, I think, I haven't played it, so I don't know, but I think it was just the fact that Zelda was in it, or Zelda on a motorcycle specifically. I've never really been that interested in playing any of the Warriors games, so Advance Wars is fun, but like no waifus, so then they mentioned I guess I don't know if they had given, I know they had shown us Skyward Sword stuff prior, but I don't know if they had given like a date before or something. I don't know. But they showed more Skyward Sword, gonna be out on the 16th of July. So that's soon. I don't know, you guess you like SRPGs and not just tactics games. Right. Advance Wars, you build units and stuff and it's fun, but you like leveling up your characters over the campaign. Okay. You like RTS games? Advanced Warfare just falls in a weird area between. Yeah, that's more when I was watching it, I was like, this seems more similar to like an RTS. But yeah, I get that. I get where you're coming from. And also they talked about the Game & Watch, which seemed cool. It had like 3 or 4 Zelda games on it, but the 4th one looked weird. Like that wasn't like a real Zelda. I don't know. It looked like a weird Zelda game. It was like, it had Link's head and then these long arms that was just like blah, blah, blah. So I'm sure it'll be more like a collector's. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, literally shit, people are gonna go fucking wild over that shit. Like, it's not gonna be, you're not gonna be able to buy one. You're not gonna be able to buy one. So unless you buy it on eBay for $500. So I would have rather they just relaunch OOT and Majora's Mask. I know! That's because they were like, this is for the, what, 35th anniversary or something like that of Zelda. And I was like, I guess. But I feel like people much rather would have just had more, like, remasters or, you know. Because that would have been super dope if they did, like, a combo pack of, like, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. I still don't really get why they did Skyward Sword remaster before they did, well, it's a remaster, right? It's just HD. Before they did a Twilight Princess one, because Twilight Princess is older and harder, not harder to play, but like, but you'd think that they'd do that one before, because Skyward Sword was the prior one before, that wasn't it? It was like the newest one before Breath of the Wild? Was the precursor one before Breath of the Wild? A remaster on Wii U, but it was the Wii U! It was the Wii U! No one bought the Wii U! Just add N64 to Switch Online? Yeah, that would have been a treat. Even a Wind Waker HD on Switch? Yeah. I'm the only person you know with a Wii U. I actually do have a Wii U, but in a box still. One of my friends gave me their Wii U because they never opened it. They were like, here, I don't want this, I don't need it. And then I have it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll keep it in the box in the corner, you know? I think we're gonna get a Zelda 3D All-Stars on the Switch sometime in the next year. What do you mean, Zelda 3D All-Stars? You have a Wii U? You still use it fairly regularly. Wow, I think you are in the minority for sure with that. I feel like I only heard not bad things, just like very things about the Wii U. They were like, why would I do a Wii U? Because so many people got a Wii. Like, everyone and their mother had a Wii, okay? So, like, and the Wii was still good, and I feel like no one was like, I'm gonna get a Wii U, because it's like, I know it's like almost like it was like a prototype-ish kind of thing for the Switch, but still, I feel like so many people had the Wii that no one was like, there's enough of a difference, especially in the way that I'm going to be playing, that I should get a Wii U. Wasn't the Wii one of like, before the Switch, wasn't one of like the most widely purchased like game consoles in all of history or something? Because so many people who had it in their house who just like didn't even play games, because it was very much marketed as like, this is for the whole family. Like, anyone can play the Wii. This is not just for, like, gamers. We got Mario 3D All-Stars. Oh, okay. I don't think they'd call it Zelda 3D All-Stars, but I know what you mean. So you're just saying, like, a package deal with, like... You think... I was gonna say, Twilight Princess would be a lot to pack in there, too. I feel like it would make sense for them to put in, like, the Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker. Because those are all, like, kind of, like, little child Link to a degree. I mean, I know Ocarina of Time you kind of swap, but still. We crushed at the time, but still couldn't catch the PS2. Oh. I guess for me, it was just because, like, the Wii was so... Well, like, so purchased in a lot of places where people didn't have other consoles. You know, like... But PS2 was a DVD player. Right, exactly. Yeah. I feel like if a kid wanted a PS2 and the family wanted a DVD player, they're like, alright, if it can do both, then we're gonna do that. But I feel like with the Wii, it was just very much like, a lot of households that didn't really have other game consoles often had a Wii. Or they maybe just had, like, I just feel like it was a very good introductory, like, family thing. We annihilated the 360 and PS3. Yeah. But yeah, so Wii U. Not worth. Okay. Best-selling. #1 of all time. Oh, wow. Wow, Nintendo Switch still hasn't beat out the Wii. I honestly thought... Because, like, I know, like, especially because the Nintendo Switch came out right before quarantine, like, everyone... I guess it was hard to get them for a while. Unless they're counting... Do they count Nintendo Switch and then the Nintendo Switch, like... You know, the one that's just, like, one piece and it's not... They count as two separate ones. That link fell apart. It still clicks. But because they put together Game Boy and Game Boy Color here. Light. Is that what they call it? The Game Boy Advance family? Hold on. Oh, just the whole family of Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, Game Boy... Okay. All of these. No one... I feel like I didn't know anyone who had this. I had a Game Boy Advance. I think my brother had an SP. Nintendo sucks at naming things. Yeah, how they named the 3DS, the new Nintendo 3DS. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Nintendo. Yeah, I think maybe we got an SP and then I got my brother's Nintendo Advance. I loved my Nintendo Advance? Game Boy Advance. Super Mario Brothers U? Eh? Oh! Those are names? Those are two separate games? Super Mario World 3D World. PS2. Just the DS family. I didn't know DS is so up there. The DS, I guess, family. So that just includes a lot, right? DS, DS Lite, DSi, DSi XL. I had a DSi. Well, I had a DS and then it got stolen at school, and then I got a DSi later. I think I had the light. I had the light and then that got stolen. Then I got the DSi. I still have the DSi, my old faithful. That's crazy that the DS is still so up there. Then the Game Boy Color, PlayStation is close up there. PlayStation 4. That's nuts. I mean, I have a PS4, so I guess that makes sense. Never got the DSi because ooh, it added a webcam. Why? I really liked the camera. I used the camera a lot. But also, like I said, I only got the DSi because my DS Lite got stolen. I'm pretty sure I knew who it was at school. This. Oh, and they put the. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even realize the 3DS is a separate thing. Just the DS is on its own without the 3DS. It's still this high. Whoa. I didn't even think about how they didn't have the 3DS in this like category. Whoa. Nuts. The 3DS has messed with my brain. Whenever I turned on the 3D function, I was like, it hurt my eyes if I played for any longer than like 5 minutes. PlayStation 3, the Wii. Yeah, but the Wii is still up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost top 5. Almost. Where's the Wii? Wii U is all the way down here. Below the GameCube. It's crazy how loved the GameCube is for how unsuccessful it was as a game console, like when it was released, you know? It's pretty nuts. And suffered to buy the 3DS so you could still play your Game Boy Advance games. Oh, yeah. I don't know if my DS is over here. Let's see. Ow! Hit my knee. My baby's not here. I think she might be. I don't know where my DS is right now. I was playing it for a while because it has the Japanese, it has Sudoku on there. I have a Sudoku game, and I have my like Japanese learning game that and also Brain Age. I was just playing them for funsies. But so I was playing those the other day, but I don't know where it is now. I wish backwards compatibility was still a thing. Yeah, same. So we didn't have to keep having remasters of things. Even though remasters are nice and everything, but still. Goddamn. It didn't do that badly compared to the Xbox. I guess you're right. Something about 2001. Oh, wait. Wasn't 2001 when we had, like, a financial crisis? Wasn't that when the economy crashed? Is that 2001? Oh, 9/11. That's what I'm getting. Oh, I was like, something important happened that year. Right. War that we still are not really out of. I forget that the United States is in war still sometimes. I never forget. Oops, except for this one time. Definitely forgot. That's crazy. When did the economy crash? Was that 2009? That thing came out in 2009. Which is another reason why DSs and Game Boys. Yeah, I mean it's a lot. They're a lot cheaper and smaller. 2009 to 10. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, it seemed like just 2001 was not... Even in 2001 when the Game Boy Advance came out, it did a lot better, but that's only because it was probably cheaper and like portable, you know? Kind of thing. Nuts, nuts, nuts. All of these down here are just like older consoles. Xbox Series X. What the fuck is that? Oh, the box. I was gonna say, this came out recently. What the fuck? I feel like I never heard about this after everyone shit on it for being like a weird shape. But that was last year though. I feel like... Does anyone have one of these? Right. 70, 60, 70, $90 range. Wow. They did bad on this, didn't they? This is bad. Other Gab does. Yeah, I was like, this is really, really bad. Wow, PS5 is down here. I mean, granted, PS5s are really hard to get, right? Like, because of like the computer chip thing. These came out during I would say these came out during the middle of the like pandemic, so like probably not great. I feel like if you know, like when people had the option during the pandemic, they a lot of times got their kids the Switch. Microsoft finally decided to just co-release all their games. Exactly, that too. Like there's like, I feel like Microsoft has done so little to be like, ah, yes, you should definitely buy the console, because they just like release everything. Like if you have Windows, then you can get any of their games, right? Something like that. Yeah. Silly. But yeah, it's like so hard to get a PS5, isn't it? What the fuck is a TurboGrafx X? Okay. You're doing good. You're up here, dude. How did this beat out the Dreamcast? I've never fucking heard of this thing. Still hard to get both of them, but yeah. But I don't hear anyone being like, "Oh, I'm trying real hard to find an Xbox Series X." Like, I feel like I know so many people who are like wanting a PS5 and like are like always searching for them. And I see all the time when people are like, "Oh hell yeah, finally got my PS5." You know, like I never see someone being like, "Oh, finally got my Xbox Series XS," or whatever. Is it X/? Is it, or is there an Xbox Series S and an Xbox Series X? I don't fucking know. I don't keep up. Left 4 Dead, but with vampires? That was the... Hold on. It's 2 consoles? Why? Why? Excuse me. Vampires. I just went through the list that they had given before, so I'm trying to... Was it... I haven't played Left 4 Dead either, so I'm not really sure even what I'm looking for. But anyways, that was just from another... like I said, I haven't been keeping up that well with E3. I want to... Probably... maybe next stream I'll take some time and like be like, oh, I'm going to go through a bunch of like showcase, especially indie games, because that's usually when I like to find out a lot about indie games. And they did feature my tweet on like the summer showcase thing, so that's cool. Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox One X, kind of like the PS Lite or PS4 Pro, and Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X. But the S and X are so similar sounding. Why would they do this? Why would they do this? Anyways, let me show y'all. Let me turn this. Oh, is that?
Lo-fi, puzzles, narrative-driven, diverse, queer, smooching. Yeah, we've got it all for you, my lady Sprout. Promise.
That's
Easily a
me!
video game. Wow.
That's me! That's me! Gabi! So, fun times! I was featured! My tweet. That's fun. I didn't even know. Ace Attorney. I've wanted to play Ace Attorney for so long. I also want to get through the Professor Layton games. I loved my Professor Layton game on the DS. But I just got stuck. And this was before I like thought to look up anything online. So but I want to play through the Professor Layton games, and for some reason I feel like that's a similar kind of track as Ace Attorney games, because it's very much like solving mystery kind of thing. The old Sherlock one? The Herlock Sholmes? I'm gonna like have to see, like, next stream on Thursday, I'm just gonna go through all of the other fun E3 stuff, and we can just look through them all. Or maybe we can do it right now. I don't know. I tweeted the other day that I have been thinking about possibly... It's so hard because there's so many games I want to play. But, like, try to do just chatting streams for, like, a month or two. Because I feel like we have the best, like, always, because we're always talking. And I feel like I have better viewership when I'm just chatting, you know? But, and also I, like, do just chatting for, like, a whole hour before playing games anyways. I don't know. Because I feel like a lot of times whenever I switch to playing a video game, then, like, viewership drops, which isn't, like, necessarily the reason why I play. But, like, the reason why I stream. But also, like, I would really love for streaming to be, like, a semi-consistent source of income for me. And, like, having a good viewership comes with a little bit of a more consistent stream of income. So, like, that's when I've been like, maybe I should try to do more, like, more just chatting. But then also, how am I gonna get through all these video games I want to play? Especially if, like, my stream of just chatting is like, let me look at all these video games that I want to play. But then reel all these people in with my personality and then just slowly be like, okay, video games? Video games, though, so. I don't know. I was just thinking about it last time. And I remember one time I talked to Jen, Suppy Guppy, when I was having, like, a real sad girl days about, just, like, specifically about streaming. And I had told her about, like, how I do a lot of just chatting and stuff like that. And she was saying that... She was like, maybe you should do just chatting. Like, maybe you should just be a just chatting streamer. And I was like, it's so hard. I don't want to be a solely just chatting streamer, because I started streaming and I want to continue streaming to help me stay consistent with playing games. I don't finish games if I don't stream them. Maybe play games where you get more user input on what to do than it's a combo of just chatting. And also, hello, Crystal. Maybe. It's just like, I guess if I was, I'd probably want to stay in the just chatting category, because I don't know. I mean, I guess Mass Effect is kind of that. It's just, I feel like I've tried to play. I usually try my best to play games that I can very easily converse with chat, which is why I like playing Dead by Daylight and playing games with friends, but it's so hard to talk to chat when I'm playing games like that that's why I don't like playing them, because I just like talking. That's why I stream as well, because it's fun to have conversations with people. I keep doing this, like, British accent thing. Just ignore it. I just pop into it occasionally. It's a very bad British accent, intentionally bad. But I don't know. It's very funky because we have fun in just chatting. And I totally get why, like, if, like, switching to a game where someone just isn't totally interested, why someone would be like, okay, I'm not gonna be watching anymore. It was mainly because, like, especially with Pokemon Snap, I realized I was like, I'm gonna have to play this on my own. Nobody around here wants to watch me play some goddamn Pokemon Snap. Especially because Pokemon Snap is very much like, I can't look at chat the entire time while I'm playing Pokemon Snap. Like, not the entire time, but anytime I'm, like, doing, like, just playing the actual game part, you know? Yeah, you admittedly do that. That's fine. Like, I do that. Like, if someone's playing a game that I want to play, then I usually will leave. If someone is playing a game that I'm not particularly interested in, sometimes, very much depending on the streamer, will I come in. Like, maybe Jen. Like, Suppy Guppy. If it's a game like that, then I'm just like, if it's a game, like, so, but ultimately, I just don't watch stream. I come in for the just chatting, even though I really should be. You don't want spoilers. You stay lurking with the volume very low, but not muted. Exactly. I do the same thing. Wow, I think we do. We are viewers along this very same mentality. But then also, like, I know there's a possibility if I do just chatting, then when I go back to playing games, then it'll be the same thing, because, like, it's reasonable that people are like, hey, I don't know shit about this game. I don't care about this game, but I will still support you. And here's, like, a little, you know, but, or they don't want spoilers, the whole thing, you know? I don't know. I don't know how people, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I know the answer is, like, ultimately social media, but you watch primarily speedruns Resident Evil games and he's super burnt out. Oh no. But then probably if he switches from Resident Evil, then, like, probably, like, half of his viewership is gone. Exactly. Because even when I play something for a long time, so I was, like, my initial thought with, like, playing The Witcher 3 was, like, I'm gonna play The Witcher 3 all the way through. Like, every single stream is gonna be Witcher 3. It's a long game, and it's a game that has, like, a pretty good fan base. And then maybe, like, I can win over all those people that watch Witcher 3 with my personality. And then I can swap games, and then they'll stay. But then every time you do that, like, literally almost half the people leave, pretty much. You know? So it's so hard. Like, even if the people are like, I do enjoy you, they just don't, like, think about it. They're just like, you know? And it's nothing I take personally. It really isn't, because it's like, it's just life, you know? There's a lot of streamers to choose from, so keep telling him we'll watch him play whatever, and it's more fun to see him having fun than see Resident Evil. Right, yeah. But it's also obvious that his viewers are down, like, 50s, 60s as opposed to the 90 plus. Yeah, RE3 read. Yeah, for his partner push. Partner push, I feel like partner push is dangerous. If I ever get to the numbers that qualify for partnership, and I apply for partnership, I feel like I ain't telling nobody. I'm not telling nobody that I'm applying for partners, because I know that this is a thing that a lot of people deal with when they announce that they're apply for partner and they're like, we're gonna push for partner. Then you get it's really great that you get an overwhelming amount of support from friends, and you have an abnormal amount of raids and all these people supporting you. But then once the partnership happens, then the support was an abnormal amount of support to help reach this goal. And once you've reached the goal, that level of support is gone. Like, people are still there for you, but the enthusiasm for it is definitely reduced. Thank you very much, Hamster Official. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the garden. I hope you grow big, beautiful, and strong here. But yeah, and so then people feel really bad because right as they were, like, getting partners, all exciting, and they're getting, like, these amazing numbers and viewership, and then as soon as they get partner, maybe there's, like, one really big celebration of partner, but then it very quickly goes down because, hold on, I have to tell my app that I did drink some water, because I did, but and then it's very discouraging, and that's why I'm like, I ain't telling nobody nothing. Yeah, I really want to play Mass Effect, so you haven't been on during, you know, that's, like, I get it, you know? and you want to keep growing and not settle. And he's actively torturing himself right now with Village, and oh no, and it's obvious he's unhappy, and yeah, it was real, but it won't be sustained. Yeah, and I feel like it's just like, that's how it is. It's a cyclical thing of like maybe going really ham at one thing for like months, and then you just have to know that at the end of that, you're losing half your people, and then you just go to something else. That's kind of what I was doing in Mass Effect. Like, I was like, Witcher 3, let's go for like, I don't even know how many months I was playing Witcher 3. But like, Witcher 3, Witcher 3, Witcher 3, Witcher. Get some people from Witcher. Swap game to something else big, like a Mass Effect, where like there's a really good like viewership, like people, dedicated fans, all this stuff. And then, so I lose half the people from Witcher, but then hopefully they stick around to a degree for Mass Effect, and then I can get a whole bunch of people for Mass Effect, and then half of those people leave when I go to something else, you know? And I feel like I did that when I first started streaming. I played through a bunch of Zelda games. I was like, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, like Wind Waker. I just like played them back to back to back, and I got all these amazing Zelda fans, and it was really, really great. But then as soon as I started playing other things, once again, a lot of them left. But yeah, it's just a struggle. So I don't know if it's like the solution would really be to do just chatting. I mean, it's very nice that I think that to have my big just chatting section, even though now we're definitely abnormal amount of just chatting today. Just chatting for like 2 hours today, but got a lot to talk about, you know? Yeah, like you get the same people pop back in when you do Genshin, but they're just ghosts for everything else. Yeah, it's funny because you go game to game, so it's like, oh hey, welcome, how'd you find me? Super Mario Sunshine is my favorite game of all time. Oh no, I don't think you like me playing it. Oh no. A game that's easy enough to play and chat like Animal Crossing, but then I will get burnt out on Animal Crossing. I do really love Animal Crossing though. It's a hard, I mean, it's a good option though to maybe do just Animal Crossing for like, because people can't really get tired of Animal Crossing, and that's why I feel like for me just chatting is like, I can't really, I mean, you can get burnt out on just chatting, but just chatting has a lot more like options. So if like if I could talk about anything I wanted to any day, and then sometimes people play little like community games and just chatting, like there's a lot you can do that counts under just chatting. But I don't know how the people still doing 3 to 5 hours of AC per day still. Oh yeah, I know. I mean, because I got burned out on Animal Crossing from playing. I played Animal Crossing every day for like 8 hours for like a straight month or two when it came out. I was very addicted to Animal Crossing when it came out, and it was really bad. It was really bad. I literally ate 1 meal a day because I was like, I can't think of anything else other than Animal Crossing. It was bad. Animal Crossing is a dark, deep hole for me, okay? I know people who are penciling in things in their schedule around AC events, but also they're not giving anything new in Animal Crossing, which also sucks. It's just the same thing every year. And especially, they're literally coming up. It's been a year since Animal Crossing came out, and they haven't really announced anything new in game. Like, there's so much. Okay, like if you've ever played Pocket Camp has I mean, granted, Pocket Camp has microtransactions, so it makes sense that they have a lot of new stuff for Pocket Camp. But Pocket Camp gets new shit all the time, and it's so cute. I remember before the new Animal Crossing came out, I streamed Pocket Camp when it came out. I streamed it on my phone. Well, from my phone, I like mirrored it on my computer. Anyways, and I played Pocket Camp. I spent a decent amount of money on Pocket Camp. I think I don't ever spend money on apps, especially like game apps. I'm pretty sure I spent like $50 on Animal Crossing Pocket Camp because they just came out with so much cute shit that I wanted, because there's just so much good quality like furniture and outdoor stuff, and then it just feels so empty in like Animal Crossing New Horizons when they're not giving all this new stuff. It's like a lot of the same stuff. So yeah, you had to stop with Pocket Camp. It was so addicting. It was like all the time for every day. And they had a lot of events in Pocket Camp. And the thing is with Pocket Camp, you were either like, I will pay money for this, or I need to be on it every second of my free time. Because it was possible for you to acquire some of the things that, like the things that you would pay for, you could pay for. But if you just played enough, it's very much the gacha kind of thing. But like, I get it, you know? Like, if you played enough, if you just checked in every time to pick up your little things on the ground and checked every little section of Pocket Camp and picked up all the things on a regular rotation every time the people moved camps, then you could get a lot of the things that so you wouldn't have to pay for it, but you just had to exchange many hours of your life. So I can neither confirm nor deny that you used to set an alarm for 3 a.m. to wake up. Oh no, and use your energy in Brave Frontier. There's an app, I think when I was looking up apps for the Apple Watch, there's some like apps that like update you, that will give you alerts and stuff when like certain things in video games come out. Like if you want like for like, I think it was like Genshin, I think there was a Genshin app where it would tell you in like something about like Genshin, like when there was a new quest available or new daily, you know, like how it like reminds you to do your Genshin homework, which is what Mateos and me call it. You spent like $100 on Genshin. Hungry for your Noel. Yeah, you were when you guys were going ham on Genshin when it came out. That's why you have 500 plus hours in Genshin, but you've only spent $40. Am I winning, Dad? No. I've been thinking about playing Genshin again. Genshin is technically a pretty easy game to talk, I think, while you're playing. Am I wrong? And the thing, like, yeah, I don't know. The Genshin streamer you watch is the biggest whale there is, and is obviously play to win. Or, yeah, pay to win. Wait. But, oh, play to win, okay. But then there's the free-to-play streamer, and he's what we call... Oh, wait, so there's pay to win and play to win is what you're saying? Right, okay. That's why I was like, hold on, you're using the same thing. Don't want to say... Yeah, no, your brother, whale. In every game... He plays so many gacha games, though, doesn't he? He plays a bunch of, like, gacha games on his phone, too. He buys outfits for his little anime waifus. Like the F2P... Oh, free-to-play guy spends, like, 14 hours per day? That is... your whole life. He doesn't... Does he eat? What does he... Does he just order food? I'm confused. He gets no sleep. I mean, he does get sleep, but he has no life. I mean, yeah. But no real life person interaction? Like, you need sunlight, my dude. Is there enough to do on Genshin? For me? You know I can run around. Find all the things. You had a friend who was 14 hours a day on WoW. Yeah, WoW is... Sounds like fan. He streams Heroes of the Storm like 10 hours. To this day? I only found out Heroes of the Storm was still supported like a week ago. I really thought they fully shut down Heroes of the Storm. Oh yeah, you could for sure spend that much time. Probably hundreds of hours of content, considering how far behind. True, because I am really far. I was about that much time on EverQuest back in high school in the summer. Well, also, like, school, I feel like high school times don't count. Like, if you didn't have a job in high school, then, like, you just fully could do anything you wanted all goddamn day long. So... They released a new hero a month ago? Huh! I thought they stopped supporting that game. I thought that if anything, they just had it, and it's got to be like a one-person team or three-person team updating that game. How often do they release things? I feel like I never hear anything about Here's the Storm. You'd wake up around lunchtime, get on EverQuest, and play all afternoon and night until about 6 a.m. When your mom's alarm would go off or work. That's always how it is. I remember that when I was little, and like you hear your parents' alarm go off and you're like, oh my god, what time is it? Granted, my mom woke up at like 3 or 4 a.m. because she worked at the extremely early morning shift at the airport, and that is abnormal, and she was very used to waking up and being like, hey, I'm going to work, and I'd be like, bye, and I'm just sitting on the couch watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air at 4 a.m. They have 8 staff, but damn, do they love their game. Yeah, seriously. Very much mad respect. I remember enjoying Here's the Storm when I tried it out, because I tried all of the what is that type of game called? League of Legends, Smite. I should know because I worked on Smite, but I cannot remember the name of that kind of game. MOBA. Right. I was good at my job, okay? Yeah, dumb name. I feel like I remember there being a whole discourse of being like, what the fuck counts as a MOBA? Because it's multiplayer online battle arena, right? And that, like, just by that definition of just like those word combinations sounds like it could apply to an insane amount of video games, you know? Yeah, like, that just sounds like it's just a very wide net there, you know? Those are multiplayer online battle arenas, right? I think the third-person camera determines a bit better. Determines. That's what Smite is too. That's definitely how they like. Wait, third person. Because League of Legends is from above, top down. Third person's behind, back, right? Like MOBAs hover over the characters versus first-person shooters. I don't think MOBAs don't have to be hover over. That's only League of Legends MOBA. Because Smite and Here's the Storm are both MOBAs too. And they're both third person, right? Are you just saying that MOBAs in general are not first person? Like anything not first person? I had people tell me, yeah. MOBA is such a too big of a tent, you know? MOBAs aren't first person. Okay. I guess. I just feel like, but what if someone made the exact principle of League of Legends, but it was first person? What would that be? Is that still first person shooter? But it was still like 3 lanes, you're either mid, top, you know, that kind of thing. Jungle, like. Yeah, that's kind of more how I think about it. It's like you need to have, it's like a team-based, like, power protection. And now that's sounding just like Arena Royale. Waves of Monsters, right? But couldn't that also be Clash Royale? Clash Royale? I still got that shit on my phone. Me and Mateos played a lot of Clash Royale. It was fun. I still have yet to be able to get rid of that game because I'm like, maybe I'll play it again. Oh, no, not the Sudoku. I also still have Archero. Oh wait, maybe I did. I think I got rid of Clash Royale, but I kept Archero. We like, have you ever played Archero? That was a fun one. I I got pretty good at Archero. I think I was ahead of Mateos in that game. Hard to do. I got rid of okay, so I recently, look what I did to my phone. Literally, my phone is only 2 pages. It's this, and then the like app library, and that's all it is. Whereas before I had like 4 pages and all kinds of random shit in all these folders, and then half the time like I'd have to re-download that because I hadn't touched it in like X amount of days, or so I like kind of did a digital detox, not detox. I just kind of like reorganized my whole phone. So I put all of my like things that are like that I use all the time right here on the front, and I use the widgets because like I never used the widgets before. And then like here we can go between like weather, like calendar, photos. It just chooses random photos every day to show me, and I'm like, just choose with something different here, but all kinds of stuff. But yeah, and so then if I want to look, and I exclusively make sure not to have social media right here, and I have to go, it's like to make it harder for me to get to social media essentially, because I have to like go to the app library and then like find it and go to the like social folder, and then it doesn't show any like little badges or anything when it's over here. I have to click on the whole folder. That's Instagram. I have to click on the whole folder to see any little like the whole thing. So it's just making me a little bit less attached, hopefully. But I got rid of Pokemon Go when I was like looking through, and I was like, do I think I got rid of it. Hold on, let me check again. No, I still have Pokemon Go. Just kidding. These are the games I have on my phone. Archero, Blip Blop. I think it's because I paid for Blip Blop. Same with Cyrus 2 and Demo. Those are both like rhythm games that I paid for. Hidden Figures I paid for. They're all like $2 games or something that I really enjoyed. Kingdom, 2 Crowns, Pocket Camp. I will never get rid of Pocket Camp, even though I haven't played it in a long time. Pokemon Go, Sudoku, and Tsum Tsum. I was obsessed with Tsum Tsums for a while. I don't know where all my Tsum Tsums are. Are they in? Where are all my Tsum Tsums? Mateos, are my Tsum Tsums in your office? Where did I put those? I have all the little, like, stuffed animal Tsum Tsums. Those are collectible. I have some limited edition ones, I think. Yeah, you stopped playing Pokemon Go the summer it came out, then never again until the Harry Potter one came out, and then you played both for a while, then dropped Pokemon again, switched jobs, and finally gave up on HP because I never played the Harry Potter one. I don't know where I put them either. Where are my Tsum Tsums? I don't know where I put them. They must be in a bag somewhere. Probably when we moved out of the tiny house. When we had to move out. I probably put them somewhere. Anyways. I never played the Harry Potter one. But I've loved when the, you know, the nothing. I will go to my deathbed. Probably nothing will ever beat the summer Pokemon Go came out. Best summer ever, okay? The weird time that I just felt so connected with other humans. I was like, I love people, you know? Pokemon Go! You were organizing your apps, and your Domino's Pizza app accidentally created a folder with the Bible app. And your phone auto named it to Lifestyle, which is one of the most hilarious and accurate things you've done. This is your life. Domino's, pizza, and God, you know? Let's go. Pizza and Jesus. The Harry Potter was way worse than Pokemon Go. Yeah, it just, the concept didn't make as much sense to me. It didn't work as well. with as like Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go just made it just was beautiful, you know? Had a talent tree and collectibles pages, and you just wanted to fill them all up. Oh, that's danger, yeah. There was a small shopping center here with like 2 gyms and 8 stops. Yeah, when you would go somewhere for a Pokemon stop and meet all sorts of people, yeah, or you just like walk down the road, or like you'd be like driving and you just see like a group of people all with their phones out. You just knew you're like those fucking people, especially people like randomly like in a fucking cemetery or something. They're like, those people are playing Pokemon Go. You could just spot them everywhere. It was the absolute best time. It really was. And then one of the boomer shop owners got salty at all the people hanging out but not coming into a shitty store and complained to Niantic. So they came and took all the stops and gyms out of the shopping center. Oh no. Cemetery, that's so fucking real. We went to a cemetery to do some Pokemon stuff. Me and my friend got stopped by a cop because they were like, what do you... We were out at like 3 a.m. in a church parking lot, like just hanging out in our car waiting for like a stop or something, or like a gym to like renew or something. And then the cop comes up and's like, what y'all doing? Like he came and like knocked on the window and we were like, hey. And it was like, what are y'all doing? I was like, we're playing Pokemon Go. And he was like, yeah, you're like the 50th person I've found in a very sketchy place where you're not supposed to be, like playing Pokemon Go. Just like get out of here. And we were like, all right. How else would you sort ghost type? Exactly. Find. Yeah. You're still playing? Your friend code? Okay. I have not even opened Pokemon Go in a long time, but maybe I should. It really helped me get a lot of steps, you know? Did not bring your kid to any public parks a lot. Oh, you didn't not bring your kid to public parks a lot more than usual so you could play Pokemon Go. Like, they achieved their goal, okay? Literally, Pokemon Go, they were like, we want kids to go outside more. And they were like, oh, wait, we also got a bunch of college kids and adults to go outside more too. Okay, like. You were also approached by a cop while sitting in a church parking lot. He said it was fine, just not to hit anyone and don't play while driving. Right. Whoa. Really? Okay, you've convinced me. Maybe I'll probably get Pokemon Go again. I need to so the thing is with the iPhone, like if you don't use an app for like a long time, it'll just kind of like insta undownload it for you. So it has like that little has a little cloud next to it. But like it still has the data there. I guess it just like takes out some of the information from the, I don't know what exactly it does. It doesn't do like a full reinstall, but anyways, but I think it's to make room on your phone if you're like low on storage, which I always am because I have too many photos and videos. But you become a Pokemon Go streamer, that takes a lot of equipment. People have their like backpacks, they have like the little camera that comes up in front of them. That's the whole thing. You gotta have a bunch of like battery packs. Yeah, you have to have like 3 or 4 phones or something. It's just the whole thing. And I have thought about doing like hiking streams or something, or like picking up trash streams, like going to like the local park and picking up trash. But it's just like a whole thing to try and figure out. I've tried to stream off my phone once to try and stream like tiny house stuff, like when we were working on the tiny house, and that would instantly, it was bad, and it was in my own freaking backyard. So I just don't, I guess. But I also don't have like a hotspot or anything, so. But it's a whole thing to do that. And also I'd have to get comfortable just being a person carrying around that kind of stuff, and people being like, what are you doing? What are you doing? See. I'm opening up Pokemon Go right now. Use Google to sign in. What are you talking about? Hi, I don't think my account was via my Google. I'll have to do this later. Anyways, I guess we should probably start playing some Mass Effect because it's too... we've been just chatting for 2 hours, but this is what I'm talking about. Also, I want to play Mass Effect. It's a whole thing, you know? The whole thing. But essentially, as usual, I don't know what I want to do with my with anything. For the top 3 things you're excited about, I will have to get back to you on that because I have only watched the Nintendo E3 coverage. I have not been paying attention to any other E3 coverage. My brother sent me a few things because he was like, these are things I'm really excited for. And they looked really cute. There was like some like watercolor game. It was like in French. That was really cute. There's like a wholesome games list on Steam apparently. I saw Slime Ranchers 2, which seemed cute. But I'm sure there's just a whole bunch of little games that I'm probably gonna end up trying. Let me look. Who was it? No, it was I don't speak French anymore. Hold on. This. Il marché! Daka! This would be me the whole time playing the game, just like repeating these French words. It seems like you're just a little girl who goes out and you like collect things to like put in your journal every day. Like you collect like things that are like feel, scent, see, I don't know, like has a different like sense, I think. Like the different senses. Look at how cool this is. It's like a 3D, 2D watercolor thing. Take it like a Polaroid picture. Oh yeah, that's a good way of describing it. Very much like a pop-up book. Yeah, and you like record audio too. And then I feel like for every day you choose your favorite 3 things, favorite of each one. Be like, this is what I'm gonna do for the day. I don't, you know? Or maybe you just have to, yeah, and see like you have a list of things to collect. Or something. I don't really know. It's not really describing what the game's goal is, but it's doing it for me. I'm down. Journaling the game, basically. They're good sound effects, though, for these, like, kayaks and things. So, yeah. Seems cute. Coming to PC, Nintendo Switch 2021. So that looks really cute and very pretty. But like I said, I don't know if that's like would be on my top 3 because I don't even know. I don't have anything to compare it to. So, but I definitely am gonna look at like a lot of the cute like indie games because that's definitely what I like playing. So. For you, it's Metroid, Redfall, and Ace Attorney, but you already knew about that one. Mario Party is probably your 3rd surprise. Okay. That's a good list, I guess. I don't know what Redfall is, but you can get a free Barbara skin. the bathing suit skin. Are you telling me I should become a Genshin streamer? Why this one hair? Hello? What are you doing? You'd say play this week. But I'm already playing Mass Effect right now. And I would have to I couldn't even do it right now. I couldn't even play Genshin right now because I probably have a lot to update. Do I even still have Genshin on my... I might have deleted it. Mass Effect took out a huge chunk of my memory, honestly. I do need to get a bigger hard drive because my hard drives are quite small. I have one 250 and one 500 gigabyte. That doesn't even make a whole terabyte, you know, like. And like I had to delete stuff to fit Mass Effect. I'm pretty sure Genshin is a lot of memory too. So, you know, that's not nice that I've got that. But maybe. Also, there's Stardew. I was just trying to think of other games that are pretty like low, chill games to play. Like Stardew Valley is one of those that there's lots of options of what to do. But I do feel like anything I could get burnt out on anything. They played Okami. No, that's the wolf game, right? I've always wanted to play that game. I've always wanted to play that game. Mass Effect starting up, sorry. Shush. Oh my god, stop being so loud. Is that on the PC? It might actually be on my... See here. Oh, yeah, I feel like so many... It's on Switch, right, but I think it's also on PC. I think it was originally on PlayStation 2? Am I wrong? Or am I wrong? Originally on the Wii. Okay. I was like, I know it was originally on like an older console. Just doing GameCube. Oh, whoa. Even further back than the Wii. Okay. There's a whole HD remake thing on Steam. I have so much random shit. All the time I'm like, I need to go through my wish list, and then I go through my wish list. Oh my god, wait. Okay. Fucking stopping. I don't like how loud Mass Effect music is, please. Let me just do this. No, hold on. No. Hold on, I accidentally did a no. Did a no. Didn't know, no. Go away. Ooh, I accidentally pressed start. And instead of continue. Hello, Tomanogu. Thank you so much for the follow. You are now a wonderful little baby plant in our garden. Welcome, welcome. I hope we can grow big, beautiful, and strong here. I feel like sometimes I look at my wish list and it's just like all over the fucking place. All over the fucking place. Okay, we're doing this again. Gotta just restart here. I didn't want to accidentally. I'm sure it would like alert me before it try to delete anything. And I could probably have more than one save. I just didn't want to chance it. I was like, no, 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 no. Not too costly to download. Yeah. Honestly, I do need to get rid of shit on my on my wish list. Do I even have? I feel like I have some of the stuff here. I have this game? Do I have this game? No, why is it? Either way, whatever. I think actually I have. That's an Amazon wishlist, damn it. Not that I used to have a link to it. Wait, where does this even wishlist take you? This is a weird wishlist. Got PS4 games on here, Switch games. I have my jar of jam is #1 on the list. I desperately want that cinnamon pear jam. I had that jam once, and I've never thought about any other jam in my life. That's #1 on there. She's a one jam woman. I mean, I like other jams and jellies. It's just that that's what I strive to eat that jam once again. How do you look at your account on Steam? I don't even like on. How do I even? Carry that. It's a very weird way to get to this. I don't even know. I feel like there's like a thing. Oh, there it is. Oh, I have a different order. Why? I have a strange order. There's a Steam wish list. Not that anyone has any requirements to get me a thing at all. There's no requirements here, actually. I have so much random shit on this list. It's crazy, honestly. I just like watch one video and I'm like, that's cute. And I put it on my list. God's Basement. I have too many things. I literally add anything to my wish list. Anything. A lot of these things are coming soon. Not everything on this list is even out. Cozy Grove. Oh, I've seen so many people play that. I need to get rid of so much of the shit. Why is First Class Trouble on here? I have that. I thought it was free. Maybe is there another version? Either way, whatever. Crazy. let me play Mass Effect. Oh my god. I did, like, at one point I did put them in an order. Like, but I didn't, like, think very hard on it. I just, like... Mine doesn't tell me a number on mine. How many does it say that I have? I don't see anything. Maybe it's on if I go on, like, the actual... It doesn't update them if you buy something from the middle? Hold on. Let me go on, because that was, like, my Steam I was looking at, like, on the web, not... Yeah, I don't see anything number-wise. It lost count. Do I need to just... Later I just need to go through... Duck Game. Why the fuck do I have that? That does not look like a game I'd like to play. I don't want to play Backstage Pass. There are just things that I'm like, no. Why did I ever put this on here? It's so hard to reorder things when you have this many. It's so hard. Bottom left of what? Yeah, I don't see any numbers for me. Spiritfarer is on sale? I heard I'd cry if I played Spiritfarer. Maybe I need to put it by... Hold on. Right now it's sorted by discount. The rest of Mindless Jumble, exactly. My rank? Oh. Oh, wait, but that's based off of, yeah. If I go all the way to the bottom, if I do it like this, then I can. It does lose count. After 139, it just goes 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I don't have very many zeros. So it's probably 150, which is too many. Way too. This is free. Add to my account. Nice. I just got a game. I don't know if it was... Does it take it off your list? I feel like sometimes it doesn't. Does it take things off your list if you have it on... You own it? No, it doesn't. It didn't do that. Weird. 80s on here. I wish there was a way, there was just a button to be like, put at top. I think there used to be. But not anymore. Call of the Sea looked fun. Goddamn. Backbone looked fun too! Oh! Yeah, this looks lame. I don't want that. Atomic Crops. I have the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy on here. Before I forget, Super Space Club, Spiritfarer, I don't know what the fuck that is. Get that off of there. There's so many things on here that I just literally... At least some of these look familiar that I'm like, oh, I vaguely remember watching the trailer for this, but then other things I'm like, no. Couldn't tell you. I should probably... Thing is, I also feel like I never put anything... Everything is positive. Everything is either very positive, mostly positive, or overwhelmingly positive. Maybe I should, like, sort it by the review score? And then anything below... Oh. Let's see. Mostly positive? Get rid of anything that's mostly positive, maybe? Or some of the things. Because some of them I can tell, like, okay, Cyberpunk is mostly positive because it was Cyberpunk, you know? This is not the time for me to be doing this, honestly, though. And some of these I'm pretty sure are just like scary games that I was like, oh, it'll be fun to play during scary times. Can I just say we all thought of Princess Mononoke during Breath of the Wild 2 clip? Yeah! yeah, I was talking on Discord with Kara and with one of our community members, and that's what she mentioned. She was like, "This is Princess Mononoke," and I was like, "Yes, 100% with the magic rock arm." And it was definitely like, you know, because he got like probably first or something, right? I got freaking Power Wash Simulator on here. Know what the fuck so many of these games are. The Flame and the Flood. I feel like I've heard a lot about that. Oh, Backbone has mixed reviews. It looks so cool. Anyways, we're gonna... It's been so long. I'm gonna have like an hour and a half to play Mass Effect. Right. Alright. I'm hungry. Okay. Let's see here. Video games. Come on. Hello? There it goes. I have to click on it. Oh wait, I was gonna watch the Breath of the Wild 2 clip. Anyway, it's fine. It was cool that you could like... He had like... He could go through like floors or something. I don't know. He could go through stuff, you know? Let me update Twitter. Actually, maybe I should pee real quick. I'm gonna pee real quick, and I'll be back. Oop. Be right back. I'll be quick. I'll be quick. Alrighty, I'm back. Was everyone getting back on Pokemon Go? Just there we go. Okay, so we were. Nope. We were talking to people before we go to. Yeah, nothing important. We're just going forwards. I have to kill some more things.
Warning. Watchdog protocol is active.
Oh shoot! That's probably what that means, isn't it? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa! Why are they all shooting at me now? Hold on. Wait, hold on. I forgot how to do everything. There we go. Why are you shooting at me? Hello? Hello? Is that not going through there? Oh my god! What the fuck just happened? What the fuck was that? Oh, it's that dude. I was like, shit. All I did was go through that door. What the fuck? I didn't mean to do that. I thought that was, how else was I supposed to get through that door? Was I not supposed to go through that door? Is that the answer? Was that a bad person thing to do? Oh wait, that thing isn't active anymore. Thing doesn't seem to be affected, but it hasn't blown up like the other one did. There we go. All right, I didn't know that that was gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Negative contact. Get away from me!
I'm sorry. I didn't know. Hello.
Nervously, I will keep my head down.
I didn't mean to.
No! No! Don't touch me!
No. I know it said X whatever protocol was active, but I didn't know that that meant that if I hacked into something, it would like go haywire. That have happened even if I had done these decryptions. I feel like I would have been something nice to have known, but I did not know. Feel bad. Should I go back and undo what I just did? I don't like. I just make myself a bad guy. Hold on. I'm gonna wait. Oh. Oh my god. In Pokemon Go? Okay, so everything. Gotta take it. Oh wait, no, this just has stairs here.
We can't have any shooting in here.
I feel like I need a restart.
This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
We don't need anything right now.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Well,
load from the last save, because yeah. I just don't know. I just didn't know. I didn't intentionally do that. I feel like it's not good for negotiations going forward if I shot everyone up over there. So now I know, and I will not do the thing. I'll go this way the way I'm supposed to. Just probably just later.
What do you want?
I don't like your tone.
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't
It's
discuss it
everyone.
with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for
No.
our experiments here.
I fixed her? What does that mean? Oh, the...
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier.
Oh,
They
no.
wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We
Yikes.
kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species.
They're
Forest
really
bee
just trying to
is highly
cause
infectious,
COVID.
but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
It doesn't matter how safe you make it.
Yikes.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
Damn right I can't.
You made this, but can't cure it. Don't you people take notes?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were
Dumb.
close to synthesizing an antidote.
Money
Mira
that
went
makes people
down.
do dumb things.
Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple
I have this
protein.
down for cuteness
But he
effect.
won't listen to me.
So let me put this on. It's always a little chilly in this room, even though I'm out in the garage, and you'd think so it wouldn't be chilly, but so up like that. Go.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Yeah, so like no one has slept, which is crazy.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not
Nice.
first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Sala, but we
Sala?
lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
All right,
Talk to you
bye. I don't know what that
I
means.
hope
I
you
was.
can do something.
I guess I gotta go to his offices or something. Tracking matriarch Benzin. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's the quarantine. Okay. Ask Ventralis for the quarantine labs. Okay. All these people just. They affected their own scientists with this like disease. Like I don't know exactly. I wasn't totally following, but that's what it made it seem like. Not you. Which one's Ventralis? This is a sick scientist?
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
Oh, I don't think I came in here. Take the stuff like I did last time. Oh wait, whatever. We'll take this. We'll take the elevator. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. They're like the bunkers where they sleep. So many doors. sell stuff to
You
me?
came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Acni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Who's that?
Where did they come from?
Did they use
found
that
it
word
in a
before? I
derelict
can't
ship.
remember.
An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies
That's
here.
true.
Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I heard you were at the hot labs.
I heard he
How'd you
straight
make
up
it out
told
alive?
us just now.
I killed her.
Who?
Yeah.
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door.
I don't know.
I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means. All right,
I'll be
bye.
leaving now.
Such weird ways to say goodbye.
Though now extinct,
Oh, those
the
little,
Rachni
that's what they
once
were.
threatened
Okay. Little shrimpy boys. Hello? Why is it's not letting me move anymore? Oh. Shit. There we go. Maintenance area. Is there more? I'm gonna go talk to those guys after I just mess with all the stuff around here. See, is there anything else? Okay, I'll talk to you.
You're not part of the crew.
I'm a
Tom
Spectre,
Shepard,
bitch!
Spectre sent by the Citadel.
There aren't any human specters.
Sorry, that was aggressive.
Look, Plague
Oops.
doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine.
Did I accidentally do that? Nope. Nope.
I told you to leave.
Not allowed to tell me to leave.
Gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll... yeah, you just have to.
Yikes, sounds
Please have
crazy.
nightmares like this. Too many cheap horror vids before it lights out.
Alright. Oh, no. Alright. I guess I'll be back. So many doors, so many doors. Okay, so I need to talk to who am I supposed to talk to again? Oop. Yeah. Ventralis. And then this one is to the hot labs, which I'm sure that's where all of this will eventually take me. Spectre. Bitch. I know. Well, don't take me seriously. Fucking rude. Oops. Oh, fuck. My bad. Whoa. Oh, I was like, what is that shadow? And it's just her standing behind the door. Still doesn't make sense, but... Okay, so I just came from there. I talked to the guy. That's where I came in. Where I just came. This is the quarantine and barracks. Medic bay. Okay, so maybe the person I need to talk to is over here. Because there was a whole group of people over here. But I don't remember. Alright, have fun with your hots. That. So many doors. This guy? Ventralis, it is this guy.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you.
Nice.
He'll run a full scan before I'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
What?
You and me both.
That's how I leave him. Alright, I've got work to do. I feel like Shepard could very easily be like a southern man. I feel like this is very, you know, I don't know. Some of the things that she says, just, yeah, I've got work to do. How you leave a conversation. Oh, wait, quarantine is down here. I really wish I could run for longer. That was so quick. So quick. Maybe it just has like heavy gravity here, you know? We are in space. Let's see. Radio in. This guy will he's gonna let me in now. Apparently. Look over here too. Did I come over here? Oh yeah, it's this area that I am now allowed to. This dude didn't let me in before.
What do you want?
I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
There's not even anything similar to what the option was.
He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Just make cure. We've isolated 4 chemicals that can be combined to counteract the toxin. They must be mixed in precise quantities as each chemical is poured. The equipment will mark the minimum and maximum amount that will work. Too little, which will spoil the results. So what does that mean? Does that mean if I do too little or too much, then I fuck it up and then it turns into bad things that will kill me? Here. Ow. Okay. Into here. Another locker. Okay. I'm gonna save right here just in case I like majorly fuck something up, you know? Hold on, let me go through my journal first and then. Okay, and then the codex.
After Thresher Maw.
What is it?
Thresher Maws are subterranean carnivores.
I don't remember
that spend-
seeing those. Anyways, we're gonna save. Save over that. Then I'm gonna try to make... Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't know... I didn't see that I was supposed to press the B. Okay. Gonna head out so you can walk your dog. Okay, have a wonderful walk. I hope you have fun. Yeah, see you this weekend. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Wait, why? I was supposed to press. Why does it change? Why is it making this unnecessarily? Oh, that one is A. That one's A. Okay. I don't like this. Like, I know that I play Dead by Daylight, but like, here we go.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
Ambush.
What happened to Ventralis's man?
Whoa.
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise.
Oh.
And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Whoa! Oh shit. Okay, hold on. We're very close. No, nothing here to protect myself or anything. This is a little much here.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
Right.
Ambush.
You're a sleeper agent for
I didn't
Benezia.
get quiet. Why does it sound muffled now?
You should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Oh, that was louder. Why does they turn me that way? How do I throw a... Oh shoot. Where's the medicine? Hold on. This? Shield boost. Ace. Ah.
Someone give me a hand! Patching you up.
Nice. I think that they did most of the work there. I can still talk to her. Oh! There's still someone in here who's alive? I'm confused. Alrighty. Well, there's that.
Commander, looks like that Asari doctor killed the guard.
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Benezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect...
Yeah. You think? These people have never watched Jurassic Park then. I need to...
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have nightmares like
Okay, you say the same thing even though we're a different situation here. The maintenance area still okay. Alright, off I go then. Or Alien. Oh, I haven't watched Alien in a long time. Is that also the plot of Alien? But obviously in space, so more like this situation. Yeah. Find a dormant egg in the alien and then, yeah. That might just don't, essentially. But genuinely, I think that that's like, if someone really found that, then I think that what they're doing would actually happen. Like what's happening in the, like Alien and what's happening in this is what would really happen. No one would be like, we should just leave it alone. Nobody would do that.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall? She just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's unbelievable. Well, I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago.
Why is he?
One of the
That's very
shareholders
weird.
pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren the Spectre.
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look.
Seemed like he cared.
They've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliche. You saved their lives. Do you know that?
What's a cliche?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventralis wanted them saved for his people.
But he didn't
I need
get...
to administer this. Thanks again. They seem to be coming along well.
Never mind.
Good news. I'll see you around.
Good news. I'll see you around.
Be careful.
Okay. So now we go back down. Oh my god, I just can't take this dang elevator. Keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that like makes, I feel like that just makes my brain feel weird when we're running and it has the like handheld camera. Like effect when we're running. It messes with me, but I also am like, but I want to get places faster, so worth. Is it literally like outside? Oh, it's like in a cave. Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, what does he mean just snow? Like, this isn't. Hold on, there's an enemy up ahead. I'm gonna swap to this. Actually, probably this is still better. She has the shotgun. Isn't he better with a pistol? No. He better with yeah, we'll just keep it like that. Nice. For some reason, when I'm going through all of these like hallways and stuff, I'm like, this feels very much like a futuristic ride to a roller coaster. This is the line, you know. This is like how they decorate lines when you're on your way to ride the roller coaster, like. That's what this room is. Yeah, the entrance to Space Mountain, exactly. That's what this is. There's just like lots of like doorways to new areas, so you keep thinking, you're like, is behind the next door finally when I get to the area where I can see, at least see the roller coaster, see how close to the front of the line I am? And then it's just more line and you're like, motherfucker. Whoa, 2-door right there like that. Weird. Where's this taking?
Warning. Watchdog protocol is active.
And I'm not going there right now. Hold up. Why are there two doors just directly on each other like that? That's very strange. You gonna kill me?
You do not know the privilege
nice.
of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies.
Ooh. You actually talking to us?
I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
You mean her? Oh.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before?
Should I have gone to the other area first?
Humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
Wait, oh fuck, oh fuck. Oh. The eyes, the eyes. That, I guess. This do? Okay, not that. No. Really, hold on. I just always forget what everything does. Oh, well, I just did use that, so wait. Yeah. Nice, that was so close. Well, I barely didn't get her in the head, but I got her in the head. That was a good one. So many of these motherfuckers. Where do these guys come from? Wait, but where are these guys? Hello? Are they over here? Sabotage. Guess we can do that. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. These guys move fast. Oh, here's more people. Okay, that. Aha! Remember the specific room very clearly. Oh my god, there's so many people! Once again, doing all this stuff. I'll try to use throw. Oh wait, no, that's good. That's want the damping. Then this, I guess I can just do unity amongst us. Wait, fuck. No, god damn it. Damn it. I was so cool. I feel like that was probably the last wave too. Damn it. I just like did. I knew I was getting shot and I was like, I should be fine. And then I looked at my health and I'm bad at looking at my health, so. God damn it. Use this. Use the sabotage. Warp. Oh my god. It's right here. Wait, hold on. It's honestly hard to kind of. She was running and she just went whoop. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. Oops. Do that. And then also that. Do stop. Okay, that's all we're gonna do. So quick I'm moving around. We're gonna do that and that. Maybe again. Okay. That. Oh, we're gonna do that. Nice. Now this is the last round of folks. I think, well, I guess I don't know. Just feels like it is. And a unity, not. That. That. All of them? There.
Now I'm ready.
Are there more? do this, I guess, and that. Hello? Oh, I'm back here. There's the other guy. I could probably just... Here we go. AC!
This is not over.
My pistol's strong.
Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything
Creepy.
is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You
can't even say the words.
You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
We believe her?
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard.
Alright.
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship
Interesting.
him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships.
So is it some
Where
special
did it
power
come
he
from?
has? Did it come with the beam
I cannot
thing?
say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you.
Whoa, this is some creepy
It is subtle
shit.
at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise
What is a
vector and speed
relay?
are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the
That
nebula
giant
created by the nova enveloped the
lobster
relay.
in the cage over there.
It is difficult to find
I'm gonna have
any
to fight that,
cold
aren't I?
object
She's
in
gonna
interstellar space,
switch and be like,
particularly
release
something
the
swathed in
Kraken!
hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations.
Whoa, cool.
Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers.
That's the queen?
I took the location of the relay from the queen's mind. I was not gentle.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
How did the Rachni find
I
it?
still feel like I'm
They searched patiently.
the
They
what
are
is it called?
territorial
The
creatures driven to close
said?
any possible way into their systems.
I'm the key that he's looking for. I got hit by that thing, you know? I don't know what that
You
means,
can
but I
still
feel
make
it.
it right. Give me the information.
I was not
Coordinate.
myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it,
Take
please.
it and then go in my throat.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination, but you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
What's
You've
going on?
always made me proud, Liara.
Wow, cute. You're gonna have to kill her mother.
Die.
Well, her her makeup came off her face for a second there. She doesn't have weapons. That probably. Not that. Probably that actually. Come on. I feel like it doesn't hold very long. I don't know why it does that. Wait, hold, whoa, 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 what the fuck? Don't tell, I better not have to do the entire thing over again. It probably, I hope it just starts right when she's like, DOT! Please? Yes, it does, okay. Ugh. Wow, I just shot her. Right, that was it? Just right on the arm and that did it?
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
No, if you restore her.
He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Take her own life?
Mother. Good night, little wing.
Whoa, whoa, oh, she
I
just...
will see you again with
She's just
dawn.
like slowly dying. Whoa.
No light. They always said there would be a...
Whoa, that's some dark shit. That's a weird way to... Not even... Kind of resting on her shoulder there. Did we talk to Liara? Okay. What's up with this weird camera angle? What's happening here? What am I doing? Is he controlling a dead body right now? Why am I... For like some secret spy person, you'd think I would be able to hear this. Oh, that thing's controlling.
This one serves as our voice.
Ew, hello? I hate this.
Not in these low spaces.
I hate this. I hate this.
Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children
I hate
who
this.
fought silenced. We are Rachni.
Did you order your people to kill the science team?
No. We were locked away
That a
here.
little
The children are beyond our
creepy.
songs. They have been lost to silence. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
She said what's wrong with them.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
This is, I really have to make this decision. I think earlier I was just saying Jurassic Park shit. Okay to go see... Okay. Have fun with the soccer game.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the
I hate watching this character talk like this.
The sky is silent.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will.
Yeah, I might need their help later when I'm going against Saren.
Of your forgiveness to our children.
I just knew the code. I just knew how to do it. Okay. Look at this. Okay, I know there's like some stuff happening.
Sovereign is larger.
Nope.
Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars.
Oh, they're things that shoot us out?
Mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relay.
Okay.
Biotics
I
is
get
the
it.
ability.
Turtle. I know if I don't do this now, I will forget. Advanced heart. Okay. I get first. Oh, this is first aid. I feel like the fact that I haven't had high decryption has definitely harmed me in the past. And I'll put another one in pistols. Ugh, my shoulder is hurty. Advanced throw, advanced lift. I actually really like the singularity thing. Not as much the stasis. Using a lot of this. Shoot, I can't. Also, we've been using some damping, but I guess increases weapon damage. Probably increases sniper rifle stuff. Let me do another assault. And then one more. We'll do it in the snipers. Okay. Let's get out of here, I guess. I don't know what all these things are. I'm just checking around to see if there's anything particular. Taking a gander around. Okay, so it seems like that is the only... These are the bunkers I don't have access to. Just stopped the alerts, okay. Alright. Then I'll go this way, because I can't go into that room for some reason. Alright, and... I don't totally know where we're going. So there's this room over here. Let me check over yonder, and then... Oh, these are the hot labs. Is it like physically actually hot? Like I don't know why they call it the hot labs. I assume it's just because it's actually hot. Are we going down to like the Earth's core or something? Like the sauna down here or something? Hello?
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me.
Ow.
If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations.
Oh.
You understand?
Sure?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough.
I mean, we just released it, so...
That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army.
Ooh, that's not good. We let it free,
When
though.
they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen.
Oh.
After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Oh.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the
Yeah, I was like,
genetic
that's not
code
how
of their
all
fathers.
species work.
Eggs are carried away
Dummy.
from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly.
Yep.
Their mind is shaping theirs.
You're correct.
These Rachni are uncontrollable.
We can't save them.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized.
Yeah.
I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm familiar with the purge system.
They randomly
Create
get
burst of
quieter, I feel.
neutron radiation kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes?
What?
Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
So he's just gonna sacrifice himself? Is that what's happening here? I'm kind of confused. Let me look at see what death attack. Okay. Okay. So I'm just looking around here.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry, the sensor network is too damaged
Well,
to provide an
damn.
accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
Well, you.
Are there any survivors in here?
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary of Binary Helix, is on the
She's not
operations
there
deck.
anymore.
There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
So I just need to come to her to do the neutron purge or something. I don't really. Let me check this again. Purge has been armed. You need a verbal code from administrator to begin the final countdown. Okay. I'm gonna log listening unauthorized. Apparently someone thinks a doctor located in the Newton system is in grave danger. It appears the message was intercepted by Novaria security before. How do I figure this out? Should I have done that before I had come in here? Oh, okay, so I gotta go activate it. Okay.
I am feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Chimera restore.
Wait, hold on. Wait, should I not have talked to him again? Was that a bad idea? I was just talking to her. Oh fuck.
All clear.
Eat this!
Oops. That's it. Good. There goes. So, that doesn't now work anymore now that we don't have him?
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations, Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
6 Emperor Tyrann 3.
That is not the correct code. Please report to security for arrest and interrogation.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Oh, obtain purge codes. He just has it like on him like that? I thought it was like... Oh, I thought he had to like tell us something. Oh. Well, goddamn. Okay, never mind. I thought this was gonna be a problem. But it was fine. I guess I was gonna have to go to him anyways, so then that was supposed to happen.
How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega
All right, run!
execution in 120 seconds.
Oh, fuck. Okay, fuck.
Shepard!
wrong thing. Hello?
Area secure.
Oh, I keep getting mixed up who's on what side. I keep thinking that she's on this side and he's on this side. She's probably better with this. I don't know what her expertise was. I don't remember what. We need to get the fuck out of here. Oh my god, I forgot that we're on a timer. I guess that's what's it's doing its thing. Nice. Mission complete. You defeated the matriarch and eliminated the Arachne, and the Hot Labs depart Rift Station via passenger train. Alright, apparently it's that easy. And then I can maybe still do my little side questy. Then go. Of like finding a doctor here, finding a certain, for that side quest, that assignment. Right game. Following me? No, okay. This is where I found her, right? This is where... Okay, that's what I was making sure. Just wanted to double check that I didn't miss anything because this is hard to remember all these damn doors and these hallways. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to take this thing? What it was saying? It's what... Okay... Alright. Off we go! We saved everyone! How fun! Damn, we going slow. Hello? Is this the future? Why are we going so slow? We're not even picking up speed. I thought maybe it'd be like a... Whirl, you know? But it was just like this the whole entire time. Entire time. Ooh, hello? Where are we?
What's our next?
Oh, we're back. Oh,
Head for the Mu relay.
not so
The
fast.
Mu relay could link
You
to
haven't
dozens
even-
of systems.
Shut the fuck up.
Unless we know exactly where Saren's
Was
going,
Ashley
we'll just
right?
be
Shut the
wasting
fuck
our
up.
Time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
No one put you in charge either.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Yeah. Don't let it happen again. I'm gonna...
We're done here. Crew dismissed.
Novaria report is away,
Oh, that's
Commander.
not what I
Want me to patch you through to the
said.
council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
What happens when I should say no?
Commander, you found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
I really should stop sending them reports. I'm still very suspicious. Does it give me Paragon points to report? I just feel like I don't trust them. Like they put me in charge because they were like, I know you've got some, like you got some emotional stake in here, in this like thing we're doing. See, we're still in Novaria. Head to the Newton system and Kelper Verge Doctor.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I already did this.
I have to go.
I can't talk to him at all anymore. He's just fun. He's a more fun person to talk to. You know? Out of most of the people on the crew. I like talking to him. I still can't believe that the commander guy who was above me before, like, handed the ship over to me. He's like, here. This is for you. Also, I guess we gotta talk to him again. He was hardcore flirting with me last time. It looked like his eyes rolled.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Let's hear it, Lieutenant. I'm always open to my officers.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make.
Okay.
I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard.
I'm not cutting corners. What are you talking about?
It's a personal observation, Kaidan.
I don't want to step on anyone else's toes, especially if you're if I have misread your interests.
Mean Liara? Huh? What? My interest in Liara? Yes?
Someone? You're referring to our young Prothean expert.
I think she's older than both of us put together, but yeah. There's a lower deck rumor that she's interested in you.
Ah!
As more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady, to my tastes, but I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
It's not like that. Who am I saying it's not like that with her? Because I'm not. I don't know what to do here. What? I don't know if I'm saying it because like the way the word things isn't always how it comes out. But I'm saying, like, am I saying it's not like that to Liara? Saying it's not like that with Liara? Or is it saying that, like, it's not like that between us? Like, but I don't want to be mean and say I don't need this aggravation.
Look, you didn't want to talk about Liara, did you? What's your real issue?
That's
You're
not.
right. Sorry, it wasn't.
That's not at all what I.
Liara's not my main concern. I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. You get my meaning?
You're talking about a particular example, aren't
Fuck, he's talking
you know
about.
The records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans.
What's happening with
Once we had
Liara?
an
That
embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple
I'm
of years
confused. I am not fully following how this.
to get the kids to move stuff. They had
First, it sounded like he was coming on to me, and now he's just giving me.
And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernon.
Now he's just telling me about his like childhood. I think.
Like to say, I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father. Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland.
Vancouver still exists?
To New Beachfront. Burness had it in for me.
Nice for Vancouver.
Cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point
He told me some of this information.
when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
I fix you?
So why are you telling me this? Are you saying I'm cutting corners somewhere?
I'm saying it's probably inevitable that we'll have to. And when that happens, I want to help you. When
He's
someone
like,
important to you is up on a ledge, you help them. Keep them from mistakes better made by a kid.
what are you talking about?
So you think you have leave to talk like we're more than officers?
I got some signals. Maybe some static too, I guess. If I'm out of line, just say the word.
We'll say wait.
Now isn't the ideal time. But I want to talk about this, Caden.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
We'll talk later, Caden.
Hey. That was so weird. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Is he saying I'm gonna have to kill someone sometime? Like, I just don't... Like... I just don't... Like, what? Because I'll straight up tell you, I'm like, I'm with her. Even though that's not necessarily what's happening, but I'll say it if that's a rumor. I've talked to her once.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She
Such
was your mother.
dark mood lighting.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time, and Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
Whoa, that's pretty decent, though.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage.
Okay, interesting.
You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Intimidating doesn't
Unfortunately,
necessarily
the
mean
rest of the galaxy sees humanity
scary.
as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre.
Wow. I still don't trust
They
the
saw
Council
something
totally.
special in you. The best of what humanity
He's giving me
has to
high
offer. I looked
praise
into your
here.
history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told
I
you
like the
whatever
way
you
that's
wanted to know.
worded.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something
I don't even
stupid
remember what you
again.
said.
I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Wow,
Are you
she's
sure you're
saying that.
interested in me, or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings.
Wow, this
I
is
thought there
happening
might
so
already be a
fast.
relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
No. You're a female. No, what the fuck?
The Lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding
How
human
do they?
relationships
How
as
did
I
I?
thought. But what
I'm
about
just saying,
us,
who makes
Shepard?
these
Is there a mutual attraction, or
these
was I
assumptions
wrong about that too?
Oh, let's go. Is it already 6?
No, you were right.
I mean, you gotta tell me.
There is
Oh
something
shit.
to
Okay, well I'll go.
I knew it. And
Once
I knew
this
you felt
conversation
it too.
is over.
But does this not seem rather strange?
I didn't even
Why do
notice it
feel
was 6
so
o'clock.
close to you?
I thought that
We've only known
it's
each
because
other
I
a short
started
time.
stream late. That's what
We are
messed me
from
up.
2 different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
Wow, it doesn't have to.
These things never make sense. They just
We
happen
gonna
and we
kiss?
get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Wow.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all
Oh.
a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
All right, all right.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
There's nothing to talk about. I'm leaving.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Wow, that stuff is happening left and right. All right, we have to end stream. Okay. Oops. Alrighty, boys and girls. Photo mode. Ooh, it's taking its time. We gotta find someone real quick to do a hosty toasty. And then, I gotta head on out. I'm going to the gym. And... to do someone that won't really notice as much. Oh wait, we'll do Suppy Guppy. No, but then I feel like I have to come and hang out and talk. Oh, I feel bad when I just leave. So I just rather do someone who has more people, because then I don't feel the need to have to stay, and especially someone that I want to hang out with. We'll do Dex bonus just because she's a lovely bean. Do a little. There we go. All right. I will see y'all later. I'll be streaming again on Thursday. Follow me on all the thingy-majiggies if you want to join the Discord. There's all that. There's all the links. I do streams Tuesday, Thursdays starting at 2 p.m. Eastern time, all the way up until like 6-ish, which is what it is right now. So I will later. Oh, I gotta stretch. Oh my god, did I just almost fall backwards? I think I almost did. It was a close call. Okay. Bye bye.